was told in Catholic health classes, 1, God invented the world. 2, you fucking gotta dump loads in chicks.
It is funny that the church is like, if you're gonna do it, cream pie.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. And my man, John, his hair is on fucking fire today.
It's really good. By the time this is out,
it's actually bothering me.
it'll probably be cut. Well, it'll definitely. Well, no, not by the time this is out, but it'll be cut tomorrow. So I'm just taking it for its last stroll down the Green Mile.
I want to just grab that clipper and zit. It looks too good. Getting compliments and shit.
I mean, Nick Tirani complimented me.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's how you know it's something.
but just Nick's like, hey, your hair looks fantastic.
For him to like break out of his weird bubble and just give like a normal compliment about regular life, it's it changes your whole day when you have a good hair day. Like if you get a compliment,
And honestly, it wasn't that good when I left my
Fucking
apartment.
forget
But
about it.
everyone's just been telling me it looks great today, so I appreciate it.
no, it's fucking.
It had
it's
some
legit.
fuzzies just when I left.
Nah, I don't know. It's good, man. You just got like a wall in front, just like strong fucking hairline. Got the waves to it. I don't think you should cut it.
I mean, I gotta cut it.
I have to cut mine. Mine's out of control.
I'm just tired of
right
doing
now.
it, and I've rarely done it. I've been wearing a lot of hats lately, and you have failed one instruction I gave you years ago, I believe it was. Maybe not years ago, but probably
When you
years
look like
ago.
Ben Franklin.
No.
Oh.
No, it was the hats, and I said if I wear a hat one day, I'm probably just hungover or tired.
Right.
If I wear it 2 days, be concerned.
There's a problem.
If I wear it 3 days in a row, call my mom. I've worn a hat.
You were have like a week straight.
like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Just because I'm tired of doing my hair. So it's
should've
got
called Polly.
It's got to go. It's got to go.
I have to cut mine. Mine is out of control. I keep planning to go to Fleischman, and I can
you
put
can
it
do
in
like
a
a man
fucking
bun.
ponytail. Oh, I can definitely do a man bun. If I do it like in the front, I can for sure do.
Well, that's
like
not a man bun. That's a unicorn.
Is that what they call that?
That's what I just called it.
It's like a ponytail. It's like a top, like a top knot.
Top.
But when you could put it in like a ponytail and it like flops over, I'm like, oh man, this is too long. But it's growing in full and thick because of the fucking gummies, the Fleischmann gummies. And you got that shine on your hair because you got the shampoo and conditioner. And when
Bubble bath for your head.
the bubble bath for your head. That's a Feitelberg original.
I mean, it's exactly what it is. It just it suds like no suds you'll ever suds. Just suds like a son of a bitch.
I got the hair cream is floating around here somewhere. That shit is easy peasy. See, I know what you mean when you don't like doing it, but the hair paste is like when you need like to really do it. The hair cream will just be like, and it just like, you know what I mean? Like gets out of your face, gets out of the way, just boom, run your hands through it one time. So you got the cream to do it like on the go. You got the paste to do it when you got heavy duty. You got the gummies to keep it growing and shining. You got the shampoo and conditioner for the bath, and you got the sea salt spray to make it feel like you're.
Sea salt.
It's a little bit of summer in the winter.
Really important.
Get that salty spray, and it makes you feel like you just walked off the beach and you're going to happy hour. Go to FleischmannSalon.com. That's FleischMann salon.com/shop, or you can just go to FleischmannSalon.com and go to the top and click shop. And use promo code KFC for 20% off. And if you subscribe so that you get the regular deliveries, you get an additional discount. So you get almost like 30% off. It's promo code KFC at FleischmannSalon.com. Big episode once again. I think all of our episodes are just 3 hours long now.
Yeah.
Yesterday I even said, I was like, let's not do a 3 hour show. I was fucking tired. And then we get going and the 4 o'clock witching hour hits for you. And I'm certainly not going to stand in the way of that. I can't cage a songbird. You can't stand in the way of greatness. I'm not going to be like, let's wrap this shit up. What happened? You hit your knuckle on the table?
No, I'm just my middle finger on my right hand. I'm convinced is just arthritic as a bitch.
Yeah,
it
just that finger
at all times. Like this knuckle, it's probably just broken. I don't know how I would have broken it, but it's probably just broken.
Let me see. Is it fat?
No. Well, yes,
all your fingers are fat,
yeah.
but not fatter than usual.
No.
We're getting old, man.
I'm
Officially old.
I've woke up hungover every day for the last month, I think, but
Without
I
drinking.
haven't really drank much. It's just, despite what Eric Andre, who's on the show today, says, he's like, you guys look like you've been drinking for 6 months.
Oh, that was brutal.
I've been
Eric.
pretty low key with my drinking as of late.
I was feeling totally fine that morning. If he said it to me today, yeah, I haven't been sleeping. I'm tired. I'm a mess. But that day, I felt totally fine. And he was like, "You guys look like shit." I was like, "Fuck!"
It was like just a regular day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That was the way I learned that I have my lazy eyelid. Was when my doorman back in the day said like, "Oof, you need to get some sleep, bud." And I was like, as good as I've ever felt. So I took a picture of myself and I put it on the blog saying like, "Do I look tired?" And they were like, "No, but it looks like you have a lazy eye." And I was like, "What? Fuck?" And I called my mom and I was like, "Mom, people are saying I have a lazy eye." Silence on the other end. I was like, "Mom? Mom? Did the call drop?" She was like, "No, I'm here." I was like, "I said people are saying I have a lazy eye." She was like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "Fuck, what do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, I've been looking at your face for 30 years. Like, yeah, of course I noticed that." It's like, God damn it.
I don't think you have a lazy eye.
I have a lazy eyelid. I don't know.
I have one
I don't
of
know which
those.
one it is. It's like this one is just a little bit more like closed kind of.
Would Botox fix that? You want to get Botox?
I don't know if it'll fix that, but yes, I want to get Botox.
I think like one of my eyelids when I smile definitely hangs lower.
Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at myself.
Kev's just taking a picture right now.
No, I'm just looking at myself.
look.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, like. Yeah, that's like.
Oh yeah.
Lower. You can see my full eyelid on my left eye, and then my right one is just like just hanging low. The eyeballs are fine. I don't look like that freak Riggs or Chef, you know. My eyeballs are fine. It's just the lid's a little. The lid's just like chilling. The lid's just like I'm just cold chilling over here. I'm not gonna open all the way up. But man, that was like the beginning of the end for me. Because I guess I just wasn't. Our faces weren't out there that much at that point.
Yeah.
And so people, like a lot of people, still didn't know what we looked like, and that was the beginning of like, oh, these people.
You were still at Deloitte at that time, right?
probably, yeah,
So you're just outing yourself.
yeah. Well, no, if I was at Deloitte, I wouldn't have done that. So I must have been freshly.
No. I mean, I think I still lived in New York, Kevin.
But I would not have posted myself if I was still at Deloitte.
Really?
Yeah.
So when did you leave Deloitte?
I
was still
Deloitte.
living. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I wasn't living in New York, but I thought I was living in New York like as a 21-year-old at the time.
I left Deloitte. I was at Deloitte for 4 years, so from 7 to 11, I think. Yeah.
You started here in 7? Oh no.
Wait. I was at Deloitte from 2007 to 2011, and I think, and then 2 years was like. I don't fucking remember. Oh, yeah. Okay. So 2007, 2011, 2007 to 2009, I was just doing For Sure Not and doing Deloitte like full time. And then 9 to 11, and I think almost into 12 was when I was doing both. I was juggling both.
So
like,
I guess I was probably here in 11. I think I moved here in 10.
Oh, yeah. You're definitely here.
And was like
Definitely.
here through like summer
Yeah,
of
10,
11.
10 was when, like, yeah, you were here. We were doing the Halloween parties and all that kind of shit. So that was like 10, 11. So I must have just been out of Deloitte and posted a picture. That's probably why I did it. I was probably like, oh, I can post myself now.
Okay, that makes sense.
But that was the moment where I was like, oh, these people are going to criticize like absolutely everything about me like forever now, you know? Like things that I never noticed about myself.
That's a nice introduction to the internet.
Yeah.
Like, so these people are just going to lambaste everything I do.
Well, you know
and
what?
Every look I
At
have
that
for the rest
point,
of my life.
At that point, shit was gravy. I loved the internet because I was a good writer, so nobody really could criticize my writing. And if they did, I knew it was like blatant hating. And they didn't have anything to criticize me physically, my looks. I hadn't done like the combine, so no one was ever being like, you can't talk about sports anymore. So at that point, I loved the internet. I was like, this is great. People like me. I'm getting shine. People are like, oh, this is funnier than Boston. I was like, yeah, I had confidence. The internet was being nice to me. And then they saw my face. They saw my face. They saw my hair. They saw me run. They saw everything. And then it was just, and then I did more than writing. I tried to do audio. I tried to do video. And they were just like, oh, let's systematically ruin this man. Let's all crowdsource. Let's all get together and ruin him. And ruin they did. Ruin they shall. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I get it. I definitely get it. I remember like, It is. I think it was fucking Kyle Shanahan who on Part of My Take said that like feedback's like heroin. The good feels so good and the bad feels so bad that you just have to ignore it altogether.
Right.
And it was. I remember when I first started, I was doing Feitelberg's Thought of the Day, and it was my first blog. Like I'd done Links of the Day and stuff like that.
Yep.
And my first blog was about how I was blogging from home. I was home for Thanksgiving probably, and my parents. Yeah, I was definitely home for Thanksgiving, and my parents were we host Thanksgiving, and so they had landscapers like coming out clearing the backyard and cutting lawn, making it all look nice. And I was blogging from or doing whatever I did at the time.
I think I even know this was going
from the kitchen table, and one of the landscapers
took a shit, right?
Just walked in and was like, "What's up?"
I remember this,
and just shit.
See, can you believe that? Like that's like a 10-year-old, and I remember that blog. It ain't like that anymore. You might remember a video here or there, but I can remember that blog. You know,
I mean, the guy dropped his pants with such vigor, I heard his belt
clank
clank off the floor. Like he didn't
echoing throughout.
He didn't
the walls.
just like take it slowly, drop his pants. Like he threw them.
That
to
guy
the
was
ground.
like, "I'm shitting in your house,"
like in fucking Bruce Almighty when he get it. And it's just like I imagine he had like an old Western belt, like a big fucking buckle, and it was like, dum.
It had like
Hector dropped his
bison.
shield.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the hell was that? And then
you're lucky that's all you heard.
Not
man.
even private shitting. Like I heard farts echoing out of porcelain. It was a fucking poop he took. And then he just walked out. Like he walked by me with more confidence than like Kim Kardashian walking into a club.
Strutting.
Like, excuse me, bouncer, you have no power here.
Just shit in your toilet. Hey.
He's like, all right, back to raking up leaves. Like,
yeah. Well, that's what it is.
bro,
You know what it
thanks.
is? Like that was his act of defiance. Like this man is basically hiring me for slave labor. I'm shitting in his stuff.
it was like,
That's what I'm gonna do.
like I almost picture him like with like a newspaper tucked under his arm. Like, it's gonna be a while. You might want to clear out of here. My bad, Manuel.
When you hear like you hear the flush, then you hear it's like 20 seconds of it. Fucking man, those are the good old days. I feel like maybe it's always rose-colored glasses and
Why did I just bring that up? Anyone?
Just because you were living in New York.
Yeah.
Old blogs. Yeah, well, I was saying how. So the feedback must have been good.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And people were like, this is hilarious. This is great. And I was like, oh, baby. And then I started doing more Feitelberg Thought of the Days. And they weren't daily, but they were like my only blogs, which is why I always say, like, if I had gotten the internship in Boston, I would not be here. It was
Right,
like,
because you would have just been
because
doing dumb
you
shit.
and Keith were like, right. And I was like, all right. Like, I would have just been like the intern slave or whatever, and like they would have berated me, and that would have been it. And but you guys were like, you got to write more, and so I would, and I was doing, and like people were loving them, and I was like, this is amazing. I feel like you were saying,
good.
it was the last time I felt good. In
Yeah.
fact, I have to correct my therapist. She was like, when was the last time you were happy? I said high school. It was probably it was probably when I was like 21.
Early Barstool was amazing. I mean, amazing. Like that to me, and I think so with the content because I like the. I mean, if you like podcasts and shit, then the new days are better. But when the blog was kicking, I feel like it was great for the fans. But I mean, it was so much fun. I was young. I was like single, making money, a little bit of like notoriety, nothing overwhelming. Still had my own like private life. Was not yet ridiculed for my looks. Like I mean now I like have to worry and I think and I stress. It just I don't know. I'm just having, and that's why the content was good too because that was how my writing was. It was just like, yeah, man, I'm just like living in the city and fucking killing it, But that, I mean,
that is like, I think we said it with fucking what's her name? Who's the guest we had on recently from Orange is the New Black?
Taylor Schilling,
where she was like, we were saying that like the best I made it moment isn't riches, isn't first class flights, isn't fucking people hounding you in the streets for pictures. It's when you can do what you love, or at least do something that makes you happy. You don't have to love it, but do something that makes you happy and you genuinely enjoy doing, and you can make a living.
Yeah,
like you can just afford to live.
Right.
It's not the riches. It's not all that shit. It's just like I can. This makes me happy. I enjoy doing this, and it will cover me for life. I might
Right,
not
I
live
can do
lavishly,
this, yeah.
but I can live for my
Well,
life
I
on
had
this.
so little of a plan. I never planned on trying to be like famous or do entertainment. I just fell into, even Deloitte, I didn't have a plan for that. I just fell into that. I literally fell into that. I don't know how I got an interview there. Like I one time I must have just been on like monster.com or something, like back in the day. Yep, that is a monster.
The Office.
Oh.
When Michael Scott quits, it's Monster, no S.
But like that just popped up like, you have an interview at Deloitte, like schedule an interview with us. I was like, oh, okay. So everything was just like falling into it. And then like when that worked, I was just like, okay. I didn't even have like a I made it moment. I was just like, oh boy. Okay. Cool. I can just do this,
This was at Deloitte?
No, this was like
This
when
is
I got
Okay.
Barstool, and then I was still unsure if Barstool was gonna like last. But then when I knew that I could just make like $50,000 a year, I was like, okay, like I want to make more than that, but I'm
I
good.
can survive on
Yeah,
this.
as long as it doesn't like go under, which we did have our concerns with that too. But I never had a like I made it moment or like yes I've executed my plan. It was just like oh fuck okay. But those were the good old days like. There wasn't drama yet at Barstool, so like everybody was either friendly or like
The
good,
drama was fun drama.
Yeah,
The drama was
it was
fucking around with each other.
when you're arguing with a friend and it's fun, and then it gets a little too personal, and then it becomes serious. That we like over the long haul. Like the first couple years was like when the arguing was fun. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then in the middle years was when it got a little too personal, and then later years was like okay now this is real.
Now we have HR.
Yeah, right. But man, those early years were like it was a blast. It was new to people, and like we were throwing parties and shit. Like it was just, that was the last time I was happy. The last time I was
so
happy.
fucking sad.
Yeah, it's like and the birth of my kids. The last time I was happy for sure. That. All right, so today's show we've got I never remember. Eric Andre's on the show. He is such a wild motherfucker, and we talk about him getting his body waxed. Have you seen the clips?
Video? Yeah.
I mean, he talks about how much agony he was in, and like you see it in the video. He's like grabbing her arm and shit. You can tell this man is in pure pain, but he's always a trip. He did a great Answer the Internet segment, which you can imagine. Like he was perfect for that. And who's the other one?
Kerryn Feehan.
Oh, and Kerryn. Kerryn's a savage, and I said it on the Answer the Internet blog. Like, there's so few people left who just don't give a fuck and say whatever they want. She's one of them. She is absolutely one of them. She just does not care, and so enjoy that because there's just so few people left who will treat it that way. We'll get into Am I the Asshole? What we got first? We'll go through all of our breaking news, our news of the day here on KFC Radio is brought to you by Blue Nile, the original online jeweler. I mean, think about it. You buy everything else and do everything else on the internet. Why would you go to a store? People are like, I have to go to the Diamond District. Like, why? So you can get scammed by some dude who like is selling you some fake shit because you see it, you go face to face. No, fuck that.
You're a diamond expert.
Yeah, but
You
you're
touch
gonna
it,
know.
It's real.
Yeah.
These are real diamonds.
No, these are real. This is all regulated and controlled, and they, like I said, they're the original, so they are, they're trustworthy, and they're gonna hook you up some fine jewelry for whatever event. Now, probably the engagement is what we're talking about, but you can do anniversaries, you can do any birthdays, you can just do it for your goddamn self. But if you are popping the big question, Blue Nile is the spot to get some fine jewelry for your lady or your man, I guess. When guys propose, I've always wondered this. Like, I guess sometimes they fall into, categories of like which guy you are in the relationship. But if they don't, like, who is it? Just a toss up? Who's going to propose to who? Because I'll tell you what. Now,
I saw a viral video the other day, actually. I think it was at Disney World. It looks like an old video because
when the guy, he had the ring
they
too?
both had the rings.
That's amazing.
Just beautiful.
That's amazing. You know what that is, though? A waste of money. Because that would be a Mexican standoff in my mind where I'd be like, well, I'm not buying the ring. Are you going to buy the ring?
I'll keep that thing in my bag. Return that bitch.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, but one of those is going back. So if you're popping the question, go to BlueNile.com and you can find amazing jewelry with all sorts of, all carats, all clarity, all price range. So fit what you need. 100,000 ethically sourced GIA graded diamonds in every shape and size with endless amount of settings, because the setting is just as important. You get a nice setting. You can get a setting that kind of makes the rock look a little bigger if you play your cards right, just let you know. So, you don't have to worry about any ethics problems of where you're getting the diamonds or how they found them. They're all ethically sourced. They're all quality and a range of prices to fit your budget. Celebrate your love and life special moments with jewelry from BlueNile.com, and KFC Radio listeners can get $50 off your first purchase over $500. Use promo code BARSTOOL. That's code BARSTOOL. Every order is insured, ships for free, and arrives in discreet packaging, so it won't give away what's inside. Shop stress-free and find you a forever piece. Go to BlueNile.com today and use promo code BARSTOOL for $50 off. Jeffrey Toobin. He's one of my favorite people ever. Now, here's my problem. Here's what I don't like about people are kink shaming. People are kink shaming. They're kink shaming me.
You're kink shaming you?
Yes.
Why?
Well, speaking of the old school blogs, like when you were telling that story, it was so funny and people were laughing because it was kind of like the first time a lot of them had heard that or read that type of shit, Now, if you've been riding with Barstool for a long time, you've read every blog, you've heard every podcast, you've heard every story, right? So it's all out there. But there was a time early on where, you would say something, and if everyone could relate to it, it was like, bam, I hit a home run. It's like, don't you remember when you were a kid and you did X, Y, Z, and everyone's like, I did that too. Or like in that case, like, I once had a guy shit in my toilet too, and they can relate to it and they love it. And like the big fear when I was blogging was always like, what if you say one of those things with confidence and like, yeah, we all did this. And everyone's like, no, we didn't, you fucking weirdo. That was like my big fear.
One of those things like Casey Smith online yesterday saying that, is it rock, paper, scissors or paper, scissor, rock? And she lost that vote 98% to 2%. Casey Smith could have tweeted, is slavery good or bad? And it would have been a more balanced response.
45,000 votes, too. It wasn't like one of those like 10 people voted. Right. So it's like, 98 to 2. I'm not kidding you.
She could have asked if we could have enslave our fellow man, and more people would have said yes than said paper, scissors, rock.
That is the most wrong opinion in the history of the internet. And I'm not kidding. I've never seen a 98 to 2. We had this argument like a while back.
Scissor. I forget whichever it was.
Whichever. Yeah. She said it to me at one point throughout the night. She was like, well, what about scissor, paper, rock? Like she switched up the order. I was like, no.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
There's one, I told her it would be like, and I got this dumb religious bitch on this one. I told her, what if I just started saying, in the name of the Spirit and the Son and the Father? No, you don't do it. There's an order to it. And she was like, oh, you're right there. You're right there. Rock, paper, scissors. That's it. And I really believe, I don't think I've ever seen a Twitter poll that bad for a sizable vote.
No.
We said this a couple years ago that everything ends in 50-50 basically. And if you can get it to like 60-40, that means it's like a landslide.
It's a blowout.
98 to 2.
Marty's dumb poll last week of the man-made shit was 96 to 4.
Yeah. And that is like literally, I thought that was the stupidest opinion in the world. What does man-made mean? Fucking his other definition was like things not made by man.
It was here before people.
So it could not have been made by a man. You fucking idiot. But so I said, like who hasn't popped open a Pornhub tab when you're like on a work call or doing some work? And people were like, not me. I was like, really?
I don't think I have either. I haven't. I've probably. I don't follow many porn stars
prudes
on Twitter. Because that's the only place you can post porn. Or I guess you can do it on, I don't know where else you can do it. But I don't follow many porn stars. I think I only follow No Face Girl. What up? I'm going to get you your Sad Girl Season hoodie.
She said she's got 2 extra blow bots. I was like, send one towards your boy. A blow bot? Let's go.
But aside from her, I don't follow many. But I would, on a call, if I was scrolling Twitter and I saw a girl posted a naked picture, I'd open that. But I would not open my Safari and go to Pornhub. And I get it. Like, I get that sometimes, particularly if you're hungover, but sometimes you're at work and you're like, fuck, I'm horny. Like, that's just what's happening. I'm horny right now. Like, I can get horny for any fucking reason. If the wind blows a certain way, my nips and dicks are gonna get hard. It's just what happens. And I'm gonna be like, fuck, I need to go jerk off or something like that. So if I can avoid doing it at work, Toobin should be able. And it's different. You're at home. I get all that. But okay, you want a little tale here? I obviously live with my girlfriend now, and porn becomes harder to watch.
It's a different thing.
It's not something that's not allowed. It's just weird. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking watch it in bed with you. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
So I've started exercising. I've started working out, so I have an excuse to shower multiple times per day. So when I'm in the bathroom, I'm gonna get in the best shape of my life just so I can watch porn.
Best shape of your life, just so you can crack stick in the shower. So that means now you're shower jerking too.
No. I go before I get in. But so like Toobin's got to find an excuse.
Where are you doing it?
Fucking toilet, bro.
You coming in the toilet?
Am I coming in the toilet? No,
Yeah.
I come on the wall. I don't really, but yeah, maybe I do.
Maybe.
Maybe I have. But the point is, Jeffrey Toobin, you see when you have a problem where you're fucking, and you're like, I gotta fucking pull pud right now or else I'm not gonna be able to think.
Yeah.
I get it. I've been there.
That's
but
the
you gotta
JJO.
find a fucking solution. You can't, hey, Toobin, guess what? You got irritable bowel syndrome, buddy. You gotta get up from meetings all the time and go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay?
I mean, that's the thing is like, I'm totally on board with. I sympathize with his plight. I can't co-sign how he handled it.
Yeah.
You know,
Excuse yourself.
When
How
you're in
important
that when you're in that mode, you can come in like 60 seconds.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Fire it up.
Yeah, like so. Just go to the
That
bathroom.
is just a medical procedure. That's not
if
like
I
I'm not
was-
masturbating.
no.
I'm just getting my mind
It's
right.
like peeing. It's honestly like peeing. It's like I gotta get the cum out of my dick the same way I get the pee. If I was on a Zoom, I would just move it to the side, maybe mute it. Come on back. I'm done.
You just get
Nobody would
You
know.
can go fucking Toobin, you could go be like, excuse me, I gotta go use the bathroom real quick. You don't have to sit down. You could fucking, I bet you could fire off in that situation when you're that fucking horny that you're gonna risk on a Zoom call with the New York Times.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta fucking jerk this dick. If you're that fucking horny, you can finish it just standing over the toilet faster than a piss.
I would be like Grandpa Simpson. I'd walk in the bathroom, come, walk right back out. I fucking wouldn't even break stride. Coming while I'm walking and right back
I'd
to
be
work.
walking over. It's like, all right, here,
Yeah.
toilet.
A,
man,
a,
let's
a
go.
walking jerk, no doubt. By the way, Kelly Keys used to work for the New Yorker, and she told me, like, those calls, this is what I didn't quite understand. Couple things about the Toobin situation. One, they were doing a role play. So, like, you have to be...
Oh, boy, no wonder you're horny.
I know. That's what I said. I'm like, the big joke right now is they were doing an election call, and everyone's saying it's an erection call, and what kind of role playing was he doing? But she said, like, she knows the people that were on that call, and they are like very important. Like, they are major players who were involved. And that call is like a well-known thing that they do with the company. So this is like a big deal, which actually leads me to believe that it was a little more intentional. Not that he was trying to get seen, but that he thought he was muted and he was like, I'm jerking off. Well, the call is happening. I do think it was a little bit more voyeuristic, exhibitionist than. But here's my other thing. I mean, snitches get stitches, man. This did not have to be a story. So those people
How
on
many
that
people
call.
How many people were on the call?
I don't know. But it was like internal. I thought like maybe there's clients or whatever that they were the ones who spoke up, but like they could have closed ranks. Like they needed a leader to step in and be like, we all saw Jeffrey yank his dick. We're not going to talk about that because like we're going to fucking ruin this man and our reputation.
I don't agree with this at all.
You think he should be aired out?
This is a message to Barstool Sports. If you jerk off on a call I'm on, I'm talking about it.
I guess so, yeah.
Like I'm talking about it in like I'm gonna make fun of you and like tell the
But
story.
that's because we work here too, though. If you worked at a regular company, would you really rat somebody?
I would no. But I would talk about it with enough people that someone would.
Yeah, that's
I'd be
the
like,
thing.
yo, you guys are not gonna
Yeah.
guess what Tom did.
You know what I would do? Here's what a real leader would do to make sure that man doesn't get ruined and the New Yorker like keeps their reputation up. I would be like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we all saw Jeffrey yank his dick. Okay, I am setting the clock for 15 minutes. We're going to talk about this for 15 minutes. Get all your jokes out. Get all your puns. I would be like Tony Reali with the points. I'd be, all right, that was funny. That was the best joke of the night. And Jeffrey has to sit there with his fucking limp dick and his head in shame. And we just get it all out of our system. And then we never speak of it again, like in the fucking Hangover when they look at the pictures. We're going to look at it once, and that's it.
I would
and then
have
nothing, never
interrupted him
happened again.
right after he finished and have been like, Hey, we all saw that, by the way. We were quiet while you were doing it. You're not allowed to clean it up. Rest of the phone call, you have to sit there. It'll come on your dick and in your
So,
hand.
by the way, you think he came?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck starts jerking off without coming?
Well, so that's the way.
Unless there's a 9/11 like in my building, I'm gonna finish coming. There's the fire alarm.
I think
I'm gonna finish.
I think I disagree. I think there's a 9/11. I'm finishing because I'm like, well, I think I'm about to die. Like, you know what
No,
I mean?
I'd be on a lower floor. I could just walk out. It would be easy, and I'd still be like, well, let's. I think this building's
Sure.
pretty strong.
Very sturdy.
Yeah, I'd give the wall a punch. Like, she's holding up all right.
Yeah, this is weight bearing. We're fine. But the way they described that was like he kind of came back to the call and didn't know what had happened. So that means he had to have come.
Imagine
because you don't just stop.
Watching a fucking old man wipe cum off his hands. Jeffrey, we're talking about the presidential election here, please. Can you fucking get that cum out of here? Like
It's almost 4 p.m. In London. It's 4 p.m. somewhere.
Of all like the grotesque things I've seen, I think seeing an out of shape older man finish masturbating would be my like my
Well,
Blanca.
because you know what the worst part?
Where like I'd become a serial killer if I saw a fat guy. Because when you're fucking pulling pud, you're not really too concerned about what everything else is doing. So like his stomach was hanging,
Everything's
dude,
flabbing and shaking. It's a fast motion, so if you're not in shape, it's jiggling and stuff. The noise, your face.
Just watch an old man come. I've seen Lemon Party. I'd rather watch Lemon Party the rest of my life than see an old man come in his hand.
Definitely, man. Forget about the O face, like the pre-O face, the working at it face, where you're like, you know what it would be like? Remember when Hector Salamanca was trying to ring his bell, and he was like, that's an old man jerking off. Just trying to get there. Trying to get there. Trying to get to the finish line.
Fuck, that's the same face I make. This has ruined masturbation for me. You
ruined it. It's all Toobin's fault.
Oh God.
Yeah, but that dude had to finish. And you know what the worst part is? If he's old like that, it's not a great cum shot. It just kind of dribbles out.
Oh, you're just judging his cum shot.
Yeah, it just like dribbles down his knuckles. He's not Peter North in that shit. He's not tossing fucking ropes.
What if Toobin fucking milked himself?
Oh.
What if he was fucking sitting on his own finger?
What if he's got one of those, like, when they put like the thing around their balls, you know what I mean? Like you wrap it around, like he's got all sorts of toys and weird shit, and he's jerking it off, like, he's milking it the upside down.
He had on nipple clamps, and he was fucking. He had the chain in his mouth, and he kept rearing back to pull it.
Too far, bro. Too far. The chain in his mouth, and he's rearing back to pull it. God.
Oh, you poor son of a bitch, Toobin.
Fucking Toobin. So wait.
Yo, poor Toobin woke up fucking yesterday morning and was like, God, that was the worst dream ever.
I know.
And he cracked open Twitter.
Fuck. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of a new thing for me. I recently have had that feeling of you wake up and I like forgot about bad news and like for like a couple seconds and then it comes like back to you. Like I've had that moment where I'm like, oh, that's right. Like my lawyer did call. Like but I have a few maybe like a minute, like 60 seconds of actual like amnesia or I forgot and had like bliss for a moment. That rushing back to him in the morning where he was like, oh yeah, no, I did.
Real.
I did get caught jerking off.
We were talking about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and I
was jerking off.
Was jerking off,
and everybody knows.
I was so turned on by the 2020 election results. I had to come in my fucking hand.
Do you think he could have handled it better? Do you think if he said something, it would be better than hiding the way he did? I think he should. I think he should have.
Yeah, but there's at that level. I think we're like even kind of reached that level here. Where like sometimes people who are higher than you were like, you're not allowed to say anything. Like, no, I can fix this. I can at least take a cut. I'm not gonna Carlos Beltran this. I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah.
Sorry about that ricochet shot. I'm not gonna leave it on my shoulder. Let me go down swinging.
Yeah, I think I would have either tried to come up with a joke or I would have said something like, just a statement like I am so embarrassed, and I would have said something like, this is tough for like my kids, like make them think about that because that sucks. He has like kids that are, I think, like teens. That sucks. Like you go to school the next day and it's like,
being a
hey
parent
John,
must be
I heard
so
your fucking
stressful.
dad was jerking off at work. Like, oh my, shoot yourself in the fucking head,
dude.
man.
That must like, oh, if I do this wrong, like my kid's high school fucking experience is gonna suck.
Catastrophe. It's the worst.
That's
don't have kids if you're ever gonna screw up again. Because it's not great. But yeah, I think I would have tried to make a joke or at least said something because it'd be better than this. I don't know. This is just like he's gonna run and hide, so we're gonna keep on joking about it. Yikes. Yeah, and speaking of jerking off inappropriately, let's talk about the Catholic Church. Brought to you by Omax Health. Living with chronic pain. Check. We know about it. Living with stress and anxiety. Yup. Constant discomfort, mentally and emotionally. Sure. But for me, everything stems from chronic pain ever since I got all those injuries and surgeries, and it all spirals out of control from there. And if you've got that type of pain, it can be debilitating. And then you get like down and, you know, because it's like a constant thing. It weighs on your mind. It affects everything. It affects your sleep. That's when it really fucked me, was when I couldn't sleep anymore. When my back was so fucked, I couldn't even just lay down, and then I couldn't. It's a vicious cycle. You can't exercise. You can't get healthier. It gets worse. You can't sleep more. It just goes on and on and on. Enter Omax Health. If you're looking to get rid of nagging muscle injuries or joint injuries,
shit by my sink.
Let's say you got a fucking middle finger that's just fat and broken and hurting all the time. It can give you relief from that pain immediately and provide long-lasting recovery. It's a natural breakthrough pain relief solution called CryoFreeze CBD. It's got the roll-on, so you can just, almost like a stick of deodorant, just roll it right on whatever's hurting. It's non-prescription, triple-action pain relief that's formulated to block pain receptors, reduce inflammation, and improve muscle and joint flexibility. How about that fucking asshole Jared Carabas who thought I couldn't touch my toes?
Yeah, you showed him.
It's like the only thing I can do. I do remember when I was in doing like the presidential award thing in presidential and national and gym. You might not have done that.
Never did it.
So you don't know anything about that?
I've definitely heard the phrase before, but I don't know what
you
it
run the
entails.
mile, you do pull-ups, sit-ups, a shuttle run, which is like sprints, and I think, then the V sit and reach. I think were like the 5 things. So I could do the sit-ups. I could do the shuttle run. I could never do the pull-ups. The mile was like, I was always right on the edge, like of my age group, like whatever time I needed to get.
Oh, you needed to get certain times?
Oh yeah. So if you get, that's how you get the presidential award. There was the national award and the presidential award. You get like a Boy Scout patch almost, and you had to run the mile.
This was in high school?
No. It's like elementary school. I think it does run through high school. I think all public schools.
I never did. I went to public school through middle school. I never did it.
You do this, Nick? You did this, right?
Yeah, I did it in high school. I was in a sport, so I didn't have to do it that much. Like,
Is that the rule? You didn't have to if you played a sport?
Yeah, you'd be exempt from it.
I just remember running the mile, and my basketball coach was my gym teacher, and I'm like crossing the finish line, and he'd be like, 8:15, very disappointing, Clancy, like whatever.
8:15 is a good mile.
Yeah, no, you have to run it in like 6 early on.
Well, you gotta be a fucking Olympian.
I know. Like you have to run like a 6 or 7 minute like early. I guess when you're younger, you're like better at this shit. But I remember there were kids in elementary school in like 4th grade. I'll never forget their names: Tom Filippo and Cole Gladys, because the fastest kid is king at that age. These motherfuckers ran the mile in like 6 minutes 10 seconds. It was insane. They would just sprint. They would just run. I'd be like, all right, pace myself. And they were just like, I'm gonna run as fast as I can, 4 laps, and we're done. But the V sit and reach, bro, it was like me and the chicks. It's like, yeah, that's right. I get like 20 inches past my fucking feet. That's why I was trying to suck my own dick, man. Anyway, not anymore. I can still touch my toes, but everything hurts when I do it, and any other activity just kills me. So I got to get this CryoFreeze CBD roll-on, and I can get it at omaxhealth.com. That's OMAX health.com. Promo code KFC. Get 20% off a full bottle of the CryoFreeze Relief Roll-On. Help out your body, your muscles, your joints, and it helps everything in turn. It's omaxhealth.com. KFC, promo code for 20% off on everything site-wide. The Pope Frankie, cool Pope, he has been shucking and jiving and making moves ever since he got anointed to popehood.
I think this dude's a fucking Trojan horse.
Oh, yeah, big time, bro. He started out with the dogs. And was like, dogs go to heaven. Then he was like, yeah.
Which is like, I mean, that's... The Pope has just remarkable disdain for the parishioners.
Yeah,
that's why you talk to an infant,
right?
Where you're like, he's going to a farm upstate.
Well, then they really pissed him off.
Dogs go to heaven.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay,
great, fine.
Okay.
We're talking.
Have they been baptized? Because guess what?
You go to hell.
I was fucking told he had to be baptized.
Even the babies, they live in limbo.
They still have original sin.
Yeah,
Pope Francis.
I gotta get that washed off. Then he said you can use the condoms.
Yep, big condom guy,
buddy. You can't put a fucking condom on that dick. You better not be putting a Jimmy cap on that little pecker of
As
yours.
I was told in Catholic health classes, 1, God invented the world. 2, you fucking gotta dump loads in chicks.
It is funny that the church is like, if you're gonna do it, cream pie. Yeah. You know, make sure you're married and make sure you load them up.
Step back, watch that shit drip.
Oh. Zoom in with the camera when you're done. Tell her to push it out a little bit. It's an awkward episode.
That one, you can just
An awkward episode.
that would have hurt your face.
Yeah.
Like, you were like, fuck.
Not great. Not great.
And now he is in favor of gay civil unions.
Yep.
Which personally,
I mean, come
I am.
on.
I
But,
didn't know
yeah,
the
listen,
Pope was allowed to be.
All right, I got 2 hats on right now. My respectable human who lives in like the current world and understands that everybody deserves to be happy and nobody should fuck with their shit. Let everyone get married. The other side of me is like, I've been going to CCD, I've been going to church, I know the rules, and you're breaking all of them. I mean, what's next? You don't have to believe in Jesus?
No.
If the gays can get married and fuck with condoms and kill their dog and everybody goes to heaven, then what else? We got. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Dude, the
church.
Pope is fucking 1 sip of Jesus blood from going down to the South in those anti-abortion fucking
Yeah.
billboards. He's gonna spray paint "fuck them kids" on it.
What's next? We're gonna let the fucking abortions roll too. Get yourself a good old abortion.
The
No big
heartbeat
deal.
starts at fucking 14 days or whatever those billboards say. Pope's up there in his fucking hat, just being like, "No, it doesn't. Fuck fuck a fetus, kid. Pope Francis said so."
I mean, he is crazy. I mean, the olds must be furious.
I think that
I know old people who got mad when they changed the words of the prayers.
which happened like a long time ago.
It was like
Yeah.
20 years ago, but they were like, wait a minute, like, and with your spirit, I don't know about. I
Yeah,
remember.
you think fucking old white baseball writers are tough? Are stuck in their ways? Try telling
Bro,
Catholics.
my parents on my grandparents on my dad's side, they were mad, I think, when they switched from Latin. It's like, God damn. Like,
Yeah.
hardcore shit.
I'd actually be upset about that too. I'm like, dude, I didn't even understand the language.
Yeah, I
I'm
used
just
to
sitting here
just sit here
zoning
up-
out.
yeah.
And now I gotta
Now I
fucking
listen to you?
Listen to
now I gotta
homilies.
disagree with you and
fucking
shit. Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. I wonder if there were people who were like, I don't even know Latin. You know what I mean? Like, none of these people fucking know Latin.
Significant amount of people.
Yeah, you know?
It's because
No, I mean the priests doing it, being like,
yeah.
yeah, they don't know. I don't know. You know.
Dude, do you know
Just
how
start
many
mumbling and gibberish up there?
how fucking irrelevant a language has to be for people to just let it die?
Just stop using it.
Just like,
Just
no,
like,
this language
no.
is stupid.
By the way, what did Romans speak?
Latin.
Yeah?
I mean, it's a shot in the dark.
Because, you know, it's funny. Roman, you know, is like just Italian.
Right.
But they weren't speaking Italian.
I-
Were they speaking
I was-
English? Were they speaking
Latin.
Latin? And then is that where it died? Like when the fall of the Roman Empire? Like who beat
If it died with the fall of the Roman Empire and we're still teaching it, that's great. I figured it died like, I don't know, 100 years ago, 200
Well,
years ago.
yeah, but I'm saying like it had to have yeah.
Yeah, the fall of Rome.
What are we doing, people?
Yeah, man.
Vini Vidi Vici.
Yeah.
You came, we saw, we conquered. Fuck it.
Ja Rule.
Is
Made
Vini
that
Vidi
album.
Vici, is that Latin or Italian?
I have no idea.
I think
It
it's
sounds Italian, but
it's Italian. All right, fuck it. Never mind.
everything comes
I'm
from that,
speaking
though.
living languages.
I was gonna say Latin. It's probably very, very similar to that. How about those fucking dickheads in school who were like, "I'm learning Latin for the SATs, so I know like the etymology of words." You did that, didn't you?
My mom made me.
God,
It was also so my mom made me, but it was all my mom was going to make me, but it was a requirement in my high
You
school.
are so-
I had a buddy who took it all 4 years. He speaks
a
Latin.
quite literally a waste of time.
Absolute waste of time.
That's like that dickhead suit man who learned ancient Greek was his major in college. He got like a master's in a language that is dead. Like here's something that is not used anymore. Let me master in that. Let me master this totally useless thing. Yeah. Anyway, Pope. I mean, he is just. I swear to God, he's Jewish. Like, and he's just tearing it down. He's just next thing you know, he's gonna be like, and also Jesus is not the Messiah. I mean,
Wait till he says Jesus was black.
whoa,
baby. When
it's
he's
so funny.
when he's-
It is so funny that people think Jesus was a white guy. It's insanity. It's like, look at where he lived.
You know it's coming. He's gonna be like, yeah, guys.
Definitely.
Remember he was from the Middle East. What does everyone
Look
from
at
the
him.
Middle East look like?
Not this.
Not a white
Not
dude
like
with
this.
ripped abs.
God, it's crazy that even Even back then.
Wait till he fucking blows it on the altar. That's when people are going to really lose their minds.
I mean, wait until he's just. You know what they need to do? The number one thing they need to do is just say that priests can fuck chicks. A lot of problems would be solved.
I don't know.
A lot of problems.
They're like, we're good.
I can't believe
Thanks for allowing me the entree, but I'm good with the appetizers over here.
Yeah, we just order a bunch of apps. We don't ever order. Yeah, I just do a bunch of quesadillas and nachos.
Bunch of 12-year-olds really hoping to fucking bump up their college fucking applications. That's what my buddy did. That's why he was an altar boy.
Altar boy, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I was gonna look good on a college application.
Oh man.
Steve was like, you really want to get into Harvard, kid?
Dude. They got so many fucking problems, the church, man. They're the worst.
I'm not making fun. It's your fault, Catholic Church.
So
you
bad.
are the one who opened the door for these things.
Seriously, man. And you hear Chris Pratt's in trouble?
I wouldn't say he's in trouble.
He's getting heat because he what is it?
How do we go for fucking?
Well, because his church that he
oh, he's in trouble like that.
Yeah, like he roots for a church. He's a fan of a church that is like that's like hateful or something, and it's like. Yeah, look at the fucking Catholic Church,
Any
you
church.
dumb dickheads.
Pick a church.
Yeah,
They're pretty fucking
much,
hateful.
Pretty much any group. Anytime there's a group of people getting together, it's rooted in, well, we hate them.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to. But yeah, like it's, I can't believe that there are people who, I think once the olds die, the church is in a lot of trouble.
I would imagine.
Because I actually just recently, like when I had kids, I was like, well, like I'll probably still have them do all the sacraments and shit, and maybe some CCD, just because that's what I did. And
I'll probably do the baptism just in case.
Yeah, you never know,
Just in case
wash
we're
that off
actually
just in
washing
case.
away original sin.
It's like
here.
the Bloody Mary, like we don't need to tempt fate. But
After that, I'm not going to church on Sundays and everything. After that, you live in your life. But we'll fucking splash you. We'll try and drown you real quick.
I did have a moment of like, I don't think I'm going to show support to this organization anymore. They fucking
Pretty
rape people.
solid move.
You know, I'm not going to give you money, and I'm not going to like tell my kids to listen to you because you either condone and or cover up raping children. So
you gotta go what my mom does. My mom just takes the good parts from all religions.
Yeah, which is fine. You know, like you know,
like, yeah.
that's
Oh no,
more
I'm Buddhist in this aspect.
where you're spiritual. Fine, that I'm all down with. But like to make it actually about like the Catholic Church, I'm like, and I used to be like, yeah, it's bad, but whatever. We're just. You know, you do it for like the community aspect, blah, blah, blah. And then like just recently, I think I was like,
communities are weird as
I don't
shit,
think
man.
so. Can I agree with you for a moment? I am struggling right now with like literally the community where it's like, I guess I should become friends with like my kids' friends' parents and like become like a part of the neighborhood and like all that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I have my friends and my family and the kids can hang out with them and I'll like be cordial, but like, I don't want to like be involved.
I got enough people.
Yeah.
If people start dying, I'll start taking applications.
Right.
You
But
better
right
be an
now,
altar
the
boy.
slots are filled.
But the like, I don't know. I have too many people, and like, I don't have a ton of people who text me, but I do have too many people who text me. Where it's like
not a lot, but it's too many.
Yeah, it's far too many. Where it's just like, wait,
Yeah.
what makes you think that we want to talk right now?
And especially when it's like, you know, and those are people you do know and you're like-minded. These are people who like I kind of know. The only thing we have in common is that the kids we created were in the same school. Like we're really pushing
in the
boundaries.
same 2-week span.
Yeah.
In the same
We're
geographical
kind of the
region.
same area, same age, and we fucked at the same time. That's enough that we're gonna be friends now.
Okay,
Come on.
you want to solve the problem here? Go around and just ask everyone, what time did you come? Wait, so when you made
when you made
Ricky, what time did you come?
You want a Zoom call? Did anybody see?
They will be like, all right, we're not gonna have.
Yeah, we don't need to talk. Well, I'm already like I think like a social pariah. I see people looking at me all the time. I'm like, we don't have to do this. You know, you don't want me there, or if you do, I don't want to be there. You know what I mean? You're either like disgusted by me because of what I do, and you don't want me there, or you like me and you want me there. In which case, I don't want to be there. So in either scenario, let's just let the kids play, and I'll be at home.
Give me a call. I'll come pick her up when you want.
Let's do Am I the Asshole? Am I the Asshole is brought to you by Liquid IV. If you're out there boozing it up and you're going to
This is another thing I keep by my sink in my bathroom.
Yep.
I
And-
get liquid IVs. I fucking slam down a bottle in the morning. A bottle of glass in the morning. I have the powders.
of water.
Well, I put the liquid IV in the water.
Right. I thought when you were talking about slamming down a bottle, I thought you meant like booze, and that's why you need them.
No, that would be
But
crazy.
that too. But that too.
I'm Kesha. Brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack.
Whether you're drinking, if you're drinking, get the hangover for sure, liquid IV. But again, like when you're getting old, it's just like every day. Like you said, I've been hungover for a month without drinking. So liquid IV can help you hydrate no matter what the cause of dehydration is. Even the cooler weather. Like you're not,
Well, now I'm stuck in cooler weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? Oh, 'cause I'm a rambling man, and I ain't ever gonna change. I got a gypsy heart. I don't know any other words.
gypsy heart.
Maybe it's a gypsy soul. I was born for leaving.
Gypsies.
Born for leaving. Okay, go.
Liquid IV, you can get 2 to 3 times the same amount of hydration as plain water. You drink just 16 ounces of liquid IV. That's like drinking 3 bottles of water. They've got new flavors. They've got sweet and juicy guava. I have no idea what that would taste like. You could tell me that. Sweet, sour, whatever. Guava?
Anything in the world. Sounds delicious.
Yeah, sweet and juicy. Let's do it. It's like your mother's ass.
It also sounds like something a girl would. It sounds like something a girl would like call her vagina cute. Like, this is my guava.
My sweet and juicy guava.
Oh, I'm going to get my guava wax.
I kind of like that. I might start saying that. Fuck that guava.
I got my guava up front, my peach out back.
Yeah, I like it. They've also got crisp watermelon and comforting apple pie. That also sounds sexual. 5 essential vitamins.
Just because you want to fuck one because we saw it.
Yeah, comforting apple pie. Vitamin C, more vitamin C than an orange, more potassium than a banana, non-GMO, vegan, gluten, dairy, and soy friendly. Go get your IV. Like you said, 1 stick. You pour the powder in. You get 2 to 3 bottles of water of hydration. Go to liquidiv.com. Promo code KFC. Get 25% off anything you order at liquidiv.com. Promo code KFC. 25% off. Let's do a little Am I the asshole? Leo, Leo, Leo. Nobody even remembers that song. We're too old for that reference.
Is that Beavis and Butthead?
Nope. God damn it, you don't even know it.
Tom
Adam
Green?
Sandler.
Okay.
How about the case of the sexy potatoes?
Okay.
Am I the asshole for eating sexy potatoes? This one's ridiculous. This one even had an update. This had 3 edits and an update post, so buckle up. It honestly feels ridiculous that I have to post this, but my coworker has been getting on to me about this for weeks, so now I have to ask. My whole life, I've been eating potatoes by microwaving them, then biting into them, eating them hot dog style. This is the easiest. By the way, I mean, I would say more like apple or pear or something. It's like not shaped like a hot dog.
Well,
But I guess if you cut it like it's a baked potato and then it's open, almost like a hot dog.
no, I think you have to read a little further.
Okay. My whole life, I've been eating the easiest, most convenient way and an intuitive way for me to eat potatoes, sweet potato or regular. I think this is how people in Japan eat them, or at least this is how I was taught by my Japanese parents to eat them. Whenever I go to a grocery store, I always pick out the most easily biteable potatoes, which are generally longer and thinner than most potatoes. There you go. So I work in an office of about 30 people. We all typically bring our own lunch, and I usually just eat at my desk while doing work. No one has ever commented about how I eat potatoes, but I do eat them quite frequently. Recently, a new person was hired, and she clearly has a problem with the way I eat potatoes. A couple times, she pulled me aside and asked me that I just eat potatoes a more normal way. I asked her what she meant. And she said, she said I was eating potatoes too suggestively. I was a little shocked because I literally have my eyes glued to my screen whenever I'm eating and barely pay attention to how I eat. I told her no one else seemed to have a problem with the way I eat potatoes, but she insisted others were too polite to say anything. I asked a few other coworkers who were all just as confused as me about what she was saying. I figured no one else really had a problem with it, but this happened multiple times. She kept coming over to me asking me to tone down the way I eat, even accusing me of going out of my way to choose sexy potatoes. I've considered bringing them in other ways, but this is just the easiest way for me to eat them, and they're honestly delicious to me like this. So I asked her just not to watch me eat, but apparently that's not feasible. Unfortunately, she reported me. Now I have a meeting with HR next week. It seems really dumb to me, but am I the asshole for eating sexy potatoes? She said, edit, thank you for the gold. Thank you for everyone who gave me tips. Edit 2, please stop asking me for videos of me eating potatoes. It's extremely creepy and weird. It also would be extremely boring and the least sexy thing you ever watched. Edit 3, because I've got a ton of comments asking how to microwave a potato. That she just gives instructions on how to eat a potato. And then the update. Oh boy, the update's long too. So I had a couple meetings with HR. The first one was on my own. with the HR woman. According to her, a coworker reported me for sexual harassment and creating a hostile workplace. I was nervous. I was scared. I was allegedly making lewd gestures while eating. I told her exactly what had happened, how I ate the potatoes. I explained my side. I could tell that HR was getting really annoyed. And she said, "Are you sure you didn't do anything to make her believe you were being inappropriate? Are you sure you weren't harassing her, even unintentionally?" I told her I never even talked to her and that she approached me first. So let's talk about it. I'll read through. I mean, where are you at on the sexy potatoes?
If anyone ever dared to say this to me, the next lunch, I would fuck my face so hard with the potato. I'd be on my fucking desk with my fucking back on it, with my head hanging off, just with a potato, just fucking smash my esophagus.
I would put a potato right up my asshole. I'd be like, "You don't like the way I eat? Well, wait. You don't like the way I eat potatoes? Wait till you see how I fuck them. Wait till you see me get fucked by this potato, okay?" I'd walk around the office with that thing and be like a plug. Be like, "Hey, Karen, look at this. I got a fucking potato in my asshole. How about that now, you dumb asshole?"
There is, but I also, having said that, I do understand. I am extraordinarily judgmental when it comes to how people eat.
Yes.
I am a fucking class assassin. If I see you doing something where I'm like, I will judge your whole life. Your whole fucking world. I'll break it down all in my head. I won't be saying it to you. I'm a pussy.
In my head.
And I will just be like, this fucking person was raised by wild boars. You fucking savage. You eat with your fucking hand over the fucking, you scoop it like that. You fucking chew with your mouth open.
Yeah.
You don't know what
Go to
14
jail.
is. You fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I'd be furious.
Yeah.
And when I was in college, one of my roommates loved delicious mangoes.
Okay.
He'd cut a mango in half and he'd eat it like this.
Ugh.
Like he'd be
Like,
like
shaving it almost
like-
with his mouth.
yeah, but it would look like you're eating a pussy.
Yeah.
And very suggestive.
Sexy
Suggestive.
mangoes.
And I was like,
Can't do it.
you gotta stop eating them like that. And he had the same response. Why don't you stop looking at me? And I said, because it looks like you're eating a pussy, but you're eating a mango, and I can't take my eyes off
your
it.
roommates, you know? Like, he was doing that right in frof you?
Right in front of me, trying to watch fucking
I think-
Intervention and do cocaine, and it was just like,
What a combo. I think that this girl should report her for harassment. It's like, you're watching me eat and then reporting me. Like, you're the one being harassing towards me.
I'm not kidding. Like, if I saw you, like, if you'd already told me you thought I ate,
I would
potato
dial
chips,
it up for sure.
Like, I'd
be tonguing that potato.
I'd either fucking puke it up, I shove it down so far, or just swallow it whole.
I would have like butter melting down my
Yeah.
face and shit, sour cream everywhere.
Ketchup,
Oh.
just fucking mashing it into my mouth.
I would go Adriana Chechik on those fucking potatoes, man.
And I'd come over here and be like, "Can I get a napkin real quick?" I make
Just covered in it. All that being said, it's fucking weird. And you know what doesn't help your case? Oh, the Asian people eat it that way. It's like, yeah, that's the problem. Stop it. We're in Western culture over here.
It's
Cut it
just
out.
a bizarre way to it's just a bizarre meal to choose. Like,
Yeah,
you
potatoes
stuck on
at-
Mars.
Potatoes. Yeah, you have to eat the what are those called? Legumes. Like no.
No, he made potatoes. He
Yeah,
made
yeah,
potatoes
but
with his
isn't
own manure. He fucking he
it's
grew him with his own
disgusting.
shit. Like, why don't you just fucking get a fucking chicken sandwich, you weirdo?
Yeah, and also, I mean, I think I would. Her picking the long ones to then eat it like a hot dog, I think is a bizarre choice.
Yeah, why don't you just eat with a fork and knife?
Right.
Be
That
normal.
seems easier, not as messy, and you know, like that's the thing. If she was eating it totally normal and someone called you out, it's like, what else do you want me to do? You want me to start eating it like a hot dog? No, that's weird. You are doing something unorthodox. So I'm not saying you should like get fired or be harassment, but you know how you could just rectify this whole situation? Just eat them normal.
Yeah.
So I think you're both the asshole.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Sexy
Again,
potatoes.
again. I want to be clear. I would have the boss drag me around on a fucking leash to fucking.
I'd have nipple clamps to my mouth as I'm rearing back.
I would get so suggestive and perverted with these fucking potatoes that the Irish would just be like, we like corn now.
Like, keep the famine going.
I've seen what this guy does with a potato, and I'm not interested anymore.
This is from it's not Am I the Asshole, it's one of the relationship ones. This is weird, though. I'll make it an Am I the Asshole. Am I the asshole for trying to incorporate a used condom into our anniversary gift? Me, female. Oh, that makes it even crazier. Me, female 26, and the hubby, male 30, have been together for 5 years and married for 2. And our anniversary is coming up next weekend. Recently, I found the first condom we used when we hooked up.
Oh.
In parentheses, it was
stinks.
cleaned. Don't worry.
It was cleaned?
No idea why I saved it.
Well, now I'm real worried.
Exactly. No idea why I saved it. Guess I was 21 and dumb. Anyways, I was thinking of trying to make a cute do-it-yourself gift, like maybe the condom and then a photo of us and our baby with the caption, "From there to now." That's hot in the streets right now. Here's how it started. Here's how it's going. I don't know. Just thought it could be cute. My phone died. Am I the asshole? There wasn't much more. That is crazy.
You should do this if you want to get divorced.
I thought it was a guy at first because I don't know. You're crazy if you're a guy too, but I don't know. We've heard stories of dudes who like pin the condoms up on the wall and shit like that. For a girl to have saved a condom for 5 years, like tucked it away in a shoebox.
Where would she even get this condom?
Nuts.
Like did she have to
she
ask?
She had to save it on purpose.
She had to ask him for it. She had to say, "When you're done, can I have that condom?" Because every condom I've ever used, I go to the bathroom and I throw it away.
Well, she didn't have to ask him. She could just go through the garbage.
Well, no, but I don't throw it away. I flush it.
You flush the rubber down the toilet? That's how there's Feitelbergs floating around.
Well, yeah. I think so. I honestly, I don't want to be
in days of yore when I used a fucking rubber prophylactic, I would wrap it up in a toilet paper and throw it in the garbage.
I've definitely done that too. I feel like
I do not think you can flush them. I think they are exclusively.
I've certainly flushed.
Well,
them.
I'm saying
I don't know if it's my regular move, but I've definitely done it.
You should. They are very much not like
It's that
flushable.
I don't know if there's ever a phase in my life when I regularly use condoms. So I don't really.
The first girlfriend I had, I was petrified of.
You should use condoms, by the way. Do as I say, not as I do.
No, you shouldn't. Do as I don't do. Don't use condoms. Don't fuck people who you think you need to use condoms for. That's the real message, you know.
Answer, yeah.
Now the pregnancy thing, whole different story. Don't use condoms. Don't come in people.
Yeah. Pulling out works 100% of the time.
Definitely not, but sometimes, most of the time.
Look at me.
Most of the time.
I am a scientific experiment
Look
that
at
proves that
you.
pulling out works 100% of the time.
Look at me, the barren man who stands before you. I don't get it. I don't have any kids. You know what? Don't use condoms. Don't pull out. Just treat your body so poorly that your cum is dead.
My kids are all infants without floaties. They drown in that wop.
Oh! John's cum. They don't swim. They just float, kind of. They're like blah, 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 trying to keep their head above water in that water.
My cum is a dead dude tied to a cinder block.
just bricks of brick shoes.
You know, like
when the mafia throws your condom's sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah, you know, like the images of sperm in like cartoons and stuff, where it's just like a little head, with a tail.
I mean, that's what it really looks like.
Right? No, I know.
Yeah.
But when mine comes out, it's just the tail pulling the rest down. It's, the top's flailing, like I'm trying to swim, and the head's just like, nope, buddy.
You got a big fat head.
Like, this head has not learned how to swim.
Plummeting. You come and it comes out right away. You know what I mean? It's like it's running out of the pussy.
I come and have to get out of the room because it comes flying back at me.
Mister, get me out of here. So anywho, I mean, do not do this.
No, of course you're the fucking asshole.
But you know what's funny? Because it is a girl, I think if a guy got this, he'd be like, this is super fucking weird. But he'd be like, oh, cute. And he'd be like, throw it in the garbage. Maybe would do an Am I the Asshole? He'd be like, my wife gave me a fucking used condom for our anniversary. But like, these things would, you'd let this slide, right? Would you like call her out on this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Like this
in
is
a way
very
that
bizarre.
Super bizarre. I don't know if I would. I think I would put myself in those shoes and I'd be like, if I ever swung and missed this bad, I would not want someone to like call me out on it. So I'm not going to do it to them.
I guess I don't know. I'm not known for my calling out people for things.
That's what I mean.
But like I feel like with a girlfriend or a wife, whatever this is, I would be like, hey, this is bizarre. Unless she put the picture of our baby in the condom and wrote what could have been.
Yeah.
And then it's funny. You're like, yeah, wish a condom caught that fucking kid.
Yeah, right. But even still having the used condom. Also, what's funny is I would not assume, I wouldn't be like, that's the condom we used 5 years. I would just assume it's a fuck you open up a condom.
Right.
You know?
Like a normal ass person.
So maybe this would miss, and then she'd have to be like, no, babe, that's the condom. And then you'd have to be like, what? But I think there's two things here, and this ties nicely into our third M on the asshole. Do you keep your mouth shut to be polite, or do you speak up to help this person maybe avoid another incident?
I'd probably just be like, yo, from now on, I'll give you a list.
Yeah,
Things
right.
I like.
Or it's the anniversary. Girls don't give guys the gifts. I'll take care of it. I'll get you some jewelry from the Blue Nile, and like that's it. We don't have to do anything. You give me head, like whatever. You know what I mean? We'll do anal, whatever. Stop with the used condoms. But we got a story here. This is a personal submission. Guy goes out with a girl who's hooked up with her a couple times. In the middle of the night at his place, he wakes up, thinks he's like having a dream. He's like half disoriented, sees her squatting and peeing on the ground on a hardwood floor. And he's already awake and he has to go pee. So he gets up and goes to the bathroom and he kind of shakes it off like, whoa, that was a weird dream that I saw her do that. And then he walks back in and he steps in a puddle and he's like, oh shit, it was real. She had taken herself to the couch to go sleep, assuming that she's just fucked up and probably doesn't know what she probably somewhat realized she peed on the floor and was like, oh, what do I do? Half drunk. She's like, oh, I'll just go sleep here. He cleans it up, wakes up in the morning, no mention of anything. Is he the asshole for not speaking up? Should he have spoken up? Who's the asshole here? I mean, we can say she's the asshole for peeing.
I mean,
although it is kind of like a unconscious thing. It's like you need to clean your act up, but it's like you didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I'd say no assholes here. I don't think you're an asshole because someone who has peed.
I do
in
think you're an
places I
asshole, but
shouldn't
it's
be
not
peeing.
like you're not a.
I would absolutely not be mad at you.
Yeah, I guess
If you were
mad
fucking like
is not-
drunk, asleep, and you're in a fucking fugue state, then look, I don't know. I wish I didn't see you fucking gargoyling on my goddamn hardwood floor, pissing like.
It's got to be all over her feet too, right? I mean,
spraying all over the place.
like
We've
a
discussed
fucking leaky faucet,
like not like a leaky
Broken
faucet, like a
faucet.
full fucking faucet just with no hose on the end.
Yeah.
That's what the penis is.
or when you take the hose and you put your thumb over it. And
Women piss. Women's rooms covered in piss, all over the place. Ever floors, walls, fucking sinks everywhere. It's just piss. It's like the fucking red room in The Shining, only it's just full of piss. So yeah, it's all over her toes, it's all over her ankles, it's all over her labia. So she's down and
we
out
still
enough.
have voicemails to do.
I don't. She's not the asshole. I feel bad for her. She's got
yeah.
just oh boy, just seeing the fucking. You ever get out of the shower without drying your feet?
Yeah.
Guess who's got piss footprints all over the house, everywhere. Oh boy! And guess what? She didn't get back in bed either, did she? Nah, she went right to the couch. Just
Now,
rubbed that,
tonight when you're
dried
watching
that piss. You ever sometimes piss your pants and it goes down your leg?
Nope.
And you fucking just go like this and just dry it with the pants. That's how she used your couch. She used your couch as a piss dryer. That is. You gotta get that thing fucking.
I love you. Could have told that without admitting that you pissed your pants and rubbed it. You could have just said you rubbed your feet.
Yesterday. It was yesterday. It happened where it was like down on my like it fucking. So when I put the pecker
Folks,
back
he's
in,
pointing to his calf. All the way to his calf.
so I put my piece back in, and it was just like hanging here, and I guess my pants were a little loose, so it just got down
all the way
there.
down?
It was just a fucking straight drop, like my cum. and so I just kind of did one of these bad boys, just like, we'll dry that up real quick. Piss on the inside of my pants. Who gives a shit? I pee everywhere.
Apparently. Everywhere.
I'm making fun of girls' fucking leaky hoses and the leaky faucets and fucking
Your hose is a nightmare.
piss flap. My hose is like in Little Rascals when they're trying to. Thing just goes everywhere, man. What do you want me to do?
Your dick is like a fire hose, an unmanned fire hose that's just flailing and flying. You piss everywhere, dude. God damn it.
So no, she's not the asshole, but also I wouldn't fucking say anything.
I would never say anything, but I do think
I just big daddy that.
She
I
might
just
not
throw some
know.
newspapers on top.
Like, yeah, I agree. I would, maybe get out that janitor, that green powder. But that girl's got to know, like, hey, next time you can't have like 6 glasses of Chardonnay and skip dinner and go back to his, you got to like
you
keep
can
your
do
shit
that.
in check.
I'll fucking clean it up again.
What if it's somebody else?
I will.
You gotta let her know for the sake of her
If you
future.
are a fun drunk person, I'll clean your piss up every time.
Aw,
Don't care.
that's romantic.
If you are an asshole when you're drunk,
Yeah,
I'll fucking.
rub your nose on it.
Oh
like a
yeah,
dog.
I'll fucking get a glass and just scoop that up and dump it on your face.
Heavens to Betsy. Let's do voicemails.
Okay, let's go.
Voicemails. Let's do it. What we got, Nick?
What's up, fellas? So I'm just gonna get right into this. I have like a half confessional, half hypothetical here for you. So back when you guys did the Philly show, I'm from Philly, by the way. I was at the show. I saw you. You guys were great. But anyway, right before I came in, about half a block away, all by myself, I smoked a really large joint. So I rolled into your show high as fuck. And for the entire show, I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that KFC was KFC and Feitelberg was Feitelberg. I had your guys' names mixed up for the entire damn show.
Wow.
And it completely fucked my day up. I was laughing a lot, but like it was just a weird experience to the point where I felt too sketched out to like hang out and talk to you guys after. So sorry about that. But anyway, hypothetical. If you guys were in a Freaky Friday situation and you woke up and you were in each other's bodies, what is the very first thing that you would do? All right, later.
Feitelberg would kill himself.
Why?
If you were me?
Just to kill you?
No, just like because you wouldn't want to like you wake up, my kids are there, and like like living like the responsibility that I have.
If the kids are there,
if you woke up, on,
boy,
like let's say like a Saturday morning where it's like you got to do the whole shebang, you would not know what to do.
I would go and get like a swastika tattooed on my forehead. And then it's just like, I'm not allowed in public. Dude, you got to come take the kids.
Could you imagine when we switch back? I'm like, you did what? You had 24 hours as me and you got a swastika tattoo?
I'd be like, look, I woke up. I'd call the wife and I'd like, look, I woke up. Something bad happened. Someone broke into my house last night, gave me a tattoo on the forehead, and I can't go outside. You got to take the kids. And by the way, this is for the foreseeable future. And then it would be on you. I'd be like, at some point, I will be able to handle the outside. Until then, you're gonna have to deal with the kids, and it would be.
Bro, I wish if I could.
Well, no, I wouldn't get a swastika tattoo. That's too over the top. I'd just get a Hitler mustache tattoo.
If you woke up and let's say, I wish what I really need is you to snap into it on like Saturday night. Really is when it's a shit show. I get him in the afternoon. The nighttime rolls around. You got to do dinner and bath and like Keegan shitting himself before he goes to bed at night.
Oh,
and then you got to wake up in the morning.
Keegan's going to bed with a poopy diaper.
I can't do that to a kid.
I
man.
can't do it to myself, buddy. Just last episode, we talked about being selfish, and guess what? I cannot handle. I got a nervous stomach. Eric Andre says it. I got a nervous stomach.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
gonna
do
be a problem. For
can't
you
do
if
a
you ever
poopy
change a
diaper.
And I want a day where my lawyer's emailing me and I'm getting phone calls from people and all of that. Oh, I would just love to watch you just die.
I mean, it would be. It's not funny.
If
I laugh like you could tell that was a laugh, like a nervous, fill the air laugh, because it's not funny, and I don't appreciate the sentiment that it's funny. It's not funny. It's not. It's
not. I'm laughing because I'm trying to stop the tears. It's terrible.
I would,
bro.
I don't know if because I wouldn't want you to die, and I wouldn't want you to. Well, maybe it'd be best case because then you get to live out your life just.
I'm just dead.
Just I got fucking. Well, no, because you're alive,
right? Wouldn't that be funny? That's a great twist. Make it like it's like Freaky Friday meets Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where both people switch and neither wants to go back. No. Like one person wants to go back and the other person doesn't. So you're like hunting him and trying to kill him. Like he's trying to get back to like the magic fountain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta stop you because I don't want to ever go back. So now I'm hunting you like an assassin, and you're trying to get to the fountain to go back to get to yourself, while also I'm trying to kill you.
Oh,
That's a fun twist.
I love that.
Freaky Friday, and we don't learn a lesson. The lesson is like, I can't go back to my kids and my wife. I want to stay fucking girls and partying.
It's not the Ryan Reynolds Bateman one. It's the one like, no, this is good stuff.
This is great. Like the first thing I would do is I would just drink so heavily because I'd be like, apparently I have a body that doesn't get hangovers anymore.
Yeah,
it'd be great.
Put that to the test.
Yeah.
Fuck
and you'd have a couple glasses of whiskey. You wake up in the morning, and be like, "Oh my god, these kids,
I
my
want
body,
no.
my
Oh my
brain."
god, I want no part of that.
Yeah,
I want no part of that.
I want all parts of your life. You want no parts of my life. We switch. You better fucking find a way to switch back. Dude, we gotta both touch the statue at the same time. Like, fuck no, motherfucker. That ain't happening over here. I would just live in your fat, ugly body forever because it's better than my shitty life.
God damn, that's scary to think about. Also,
John is visibly uncomfortable.
What? Like I am. What? Because I don't want to say anything too mean. Like I don't want to be like I don't want to fucking.
It's already implied.
Like I don't want kids. I don't want to fucking live in a life where I have to have 2 kids with me.
Would you rather have my life now or my life, about 3 years ago?
Probably now.
Yeah, which is a sad thought.
Now.
But yeah.
Now for sure. Because it's like.
There's some element of freedom.
There's a little bit. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is.
It's not like I have 18. And people always say 18. It's not 18.
It's forever.
It's like,
especially if you have a daughter.
Like,
your daughter is till you're 30.
You
till
have
you're dead.
children now. Like 25, they're living with
my
you.
mom. My sister lives with my parents. Basically, she lives like above them, but like lives with them. Like they're still paying for everything and all that shit.
That's people who think it's like 18, then they're off to college.
But
and they start paying
almost-
themselves.
it's almost
18 is
better.
when the fucking big checks start coming.
Yeah, right. Then it gets hard. But it's almost like I feel like my parents. It's like I'd rather that than you like live on your own and complain to me all the time. Just come here and I'll pay your fucking rent, like whatever.
Yeah, go. My apartment stinks.
Right. It's like, just fucking sit here for free then.
But did he always think we were the other person?
Yeah,
Or was he
I
just
think he was so high at the show. If you listen to this whole show and like for years, that's what I first thought, and then I realized I think he just meant like when he saw us, we got fucked up. It's impossible to go through this whole show not knowing who
We say each other's names regularly.
a million times, and like we have very different lives, and we talk about very different things. Like it's very hard to mix.
I think we
up.
have pretty different voices. I sound like
Yeah.
a drunk baby with a fucking swollen tongue. You sound like I don't know.
nasally New Yorker. Yeah, that would be wild if you didn't pick up on it for like 8 years. But either way, pretty stupid. Next up.
Hey, KFC Fights. So I just started a class this week, and to start off, we just have to introduce ourselves, say who we are, where we're from, what our major is, and an interesting fact about ourselves. So this one girl literally puts an interesting fact about herself is, when I was born, they thought I was dead. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is this? Like, my question for you guys is, like, should I ask her what happened, and do you think she's a vampire?
No, all right. First of all, I kind of love that move because that's pure chaos. That is so socially unacceptable. It's wild.
When I was born, I was dead.
in like a first class icebreaker or orientation or whatever. What I would do though, because I know you're trying for chaos and you want a reaction, I would stonewall. I would just be like, interesting, and
Next.
move on to the next guy. And the next guy's like, I like to go cycling, and I'd be like, tell me more.
Yeah.
Like I would make sure I'm interested in everybody else except you and your socially unacceptable story.
What was yours always?
I don't think I've ever done this, to be honest.
Really? Oh, we had it a lot.
What would I do? I think one time I did like I'm a Mets fan from the Bronx or something like that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I was born in
slit my wrist.
Australia.
What?
I was born in Australia.
What does that mean?
It's just what I would say.
Oh, it's just a lie.
Yeah. It's just not true.
Oh, you can lie.
Yeah, of course you can lie.
Oh.
You can lie whatever the fuck you want.
Yes.
You are allowed to lie at all times.
Trust me.
No one can stop you.
I do it all the time just for fun. Just like, I'm just going to tell somebody something that's not true.
There is.
Just because I can.
No one-
I thought you meant like, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. They'd be like, oh, like, when did you move here? I'm like, when I was 2. That's why I don't have an accent. What was Australia like? I don't know. I haven't been back. Pretty long flight. I mean, there's I don't know.
You can't stop me.
Like, that kid's Australian. That's the ugliest Australian I've ever seen.
We found him. The only ugly one. The only bad-looking one in the whole continent.
No one ever cared. It wasn't like a big thing, but it was just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know who's in that class. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't need to know me.
And you're not going to get to know me by just some fucking
It's
stupid
also such
game.
a weird concept. Like,
yeah.
What is your deepest, darkest secret? Meet your new friends.
Right. 2 truths and a lie. Like, tell me things about yourself and then manipulate me. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Let's do one more and we'll get into our interviews.
Hi guys, it's Catherine.
Catherine, the
just
swinger
had
mail woman.
a question. What is your top 3 embarrassing meals that you make? So I know KFC is a single dad. You've probably gone the same road as me and just made a whole box of macaroni and cheese just for one sitting. That's it. Not even bothering with a bowl, just straight out the pan. Or shout out to Nick. A sleeve of Ritz crackers with a tub of cream cheese, with one knife. Not really a plate, no other utensils, just
Is that
straight
you
up.
or is that me?
Let me know what you guys think.
I tweeted it once.
Side note,
okay.
if you do not do a pregnancy understanding lesson with Kate, I'm going to be super upset. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.
That's a good idea.
Sure. Start with the vagina. What's that?
I mean, right now I am doing that cream cheese thing. It's disgusting.
Here's the disgusting thing about this. I didn't.
I'm not ashamed of it.
Neither of these meals would have been like a
Yeah.
depression
A
meal.
box of
or whatever
macaroni.
She called a disgusting meal. These are just
ashamed of it.
a
No.
full box of macaroni.
That's called dinner.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I've been doing a full tub of cream cheese. That's tough.
A full tub of cream chease is
Whipped.
Is
Whipped is a difference.
really tough, Kevin.
Tough.
Like
So
that's how often? Like a day per day?
Nah, but there was like 3 days in a row I did it, but then I stopped.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's no good.
No.
You gotta. Let's be honest. We gotta clean that up.
And it's not it's not a tub in one sitting.
I don't.
a tub in a day.
I know you're
It's a tub in a
grazing,
day,
but I mean, like I do. I do.
Let's be honest, we gotta clean that up.
I do.
Like, let's be honest, I can't be on a show with you if you're gonna do that. All right.
Like there's. I think we do
So I
plenty
guess
of
that's my
enabling
answer.
with each other.
I guess that's my
I think we
answer.
got to draw a line in the sand somewhere, and it's a tub of cream cheese a day. That is.
We have enabled everything under the sun, and that's where you're like, nope.
I mean, Kevin,
Drugs, sex, violence, all of it, no cream cheese.
if we were interviewing someone for a show, such as Eric Andre, who put on a lot of weight for his new season 5 of the Eric Andre show,
Yeah.
coming out Sunday night, if he told us, like, we're like, oh, how'd you put on
I would
15
be
pounds?
grossed out, yeah.
He's like, I would eat a tub of cream cheese a day.
Yeah.
We'd be like, oh, you fucking animal.
But if he said to me, whipped, I would say that's different. Whipped is different.
oh,
Yeah, I
that
guess-
sits in the lower intestine, a little different. I mean, come on, Kevin.
But okay, all right. But like if you had like a block of cheese, you wouldn't judge me.
I would.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we are just Judge Judy over here.
I'm
today.
I'm
Excuse
not.
me.
And probably this is pretty based in like I'm not a huge cheese guy. I like cheese on my burgers. I don't
You would
get-
eat a pint of ice cream, no problem.
for sure.
So fuck off.
Not fucking daily. And also,
And that's also not true.
3 days in a row.
You would do that daily. You could do that daily.
I
You
don't
have done that.
I
daily.
actually don't think I could. I can't.
Not fucking daily.
I can't remember the last time
A great segment.
I put down a full pint. I've been you
Fuck off.
That
Last
ice cream-
time you ate ice cream, you ate a pint.
You were in my freezer last night. There's a pint in there. That's been there since like the day I moved to that apartment.
That's a couple weeks, John.
Yeah, but like what I mean is like I didn't finish it that sitting, and like it's still. I'm more of like a
grazer.
comparable to you, a grazer. I'll go a spoonful, bam.
So
and
what are
that's
we
it.
doing here?
But it's just not regularly done. If I got a pint in there,
I just had one bad week.
I mean, I guess I see a lot of pretzel crisps on your desk, which I know you used to dip into whipped cream or whip.
I went and
cream
got it
cheese.
this morning. Yeah. And not whipped. It's like, oh
Yo,
my God.
that fucking breath right there was the breath of a man who eats a fucking tub of cream cheese daily. That was, I'm exhausted from breathing breath. That was, I'm having an asthma attack, perhaps, breath. Listen to that, Kevin.
it on purpose.
You don't hear that? You don't hear the fucking carbohydrates and dairy just ripping apart your insides.
Here's my thing.
God, every morning you wake up. You know how The Rock says every morning when my feet hit the ground, the devil goes, "Oh no, he's up." Every morning when your feet hit the ground, the toilet goes, "Oh no, he's up."
No, that's my thing. It's not any different than what it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. If it wasn't, what's worse? If I put down half a tub of cream cheese or if I eat 4 Entenmann's donuts? What's worse?
Pint of cream cheese.
If I put down a whole half a pint of cream cheese or I eat 3 bowls of cereal.
Pint of cream cheese.
I mean, you know what goes on in 3 bowls of cereal? It's like half a gallon of milk.
Yeah, but you're not refilling the milk every time. You put a little more on there, but you're drinking the milk and then pouring a whole new shebang every time?
No.
Yo, you dairy ass, but you're a fucking calf. So you are.
That's what I mean.
Kevin,
I was born in this. I've been doing milk and dairy my whole fucking life.
Kevin-
This doesn't even faze me.
Kevin
bro.
goes to the doctor. He's like, "What's your diet like?" He's like, "I don't know. You ever seen a baby cow eat?"
Yeah,
That
that's
is my-
me.
Just sucking dairy. I want a fucking whole. I want a fucking tub of Elmer's super glue.
Goddamn right. You goddamn right.
You got an IV of that shit around here? Fucking hook me up.
Hook it up. Let's fucking go. I mean, that's why I've never, out of all my body troubles, still never broken a bone. Give me that cream cheese. All right, let's get into our interviews. We got 2 for you. We'll start off with Eric Andre, that crazy motherfucker. It's brought to you by Thursday Boots. This is a company that bootstrapped their way to the top. They've been shaking up the industry with ridiculously high-quality boots that sell direct-to-consumer at unbeatable prices. Head over to ThursdayBoots.com and try a pair today with free shipping and free returns. If for any reason you don't love your size or fit, Thursday Boots has got you covered. Check out their survey afterwards. Let them know that I sent you there.
He's waving. I can't hear you.
Sign language the whole.
Can we hear you now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
And we are back.
There he is.
KFC Radio.
Dude, I'll tell you what,
None of
when you don't have audio, it feels like an hour. I felt like that was the worst panic sets in ever when you feel like you're fucking this up.
That was fucking brutal.
Actually, it kind of ties in nicely with you, though, because, like, those are moments where normal people are like, oh, my God, this is so, like, embarrassing. This is so awkward. And you probably just sit there like, I live for this.
I thrive in these awkward moments.
Born in this.
What's
Molded
up?
by it. What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up, guys? You look like you've been doing some drinking.
Stone cold
Bro.
sober, and I got a good night's rest.
That sucks to hear. Because honestly,
no.
someone said that about me recently, where it was like fights always says coming off a bender. So I like haven't drank in a few days. I did my hair today. I was like getting ready for Eric, and then it's just like, hey, by the way, you look like a fucking bloated piece of shit.
You look like, you know, when they do like a baseball documentary about like the 1975 Pittsburgh Pirates, and it's like all the players were on methamphetamines all day, every day. You look like vintage sports footage.
Great
Old,
to
like
see you.
MLB.
Great to see you too,
Like
Eric.
Doc Ellis hitting a no-hitter on acid. Like you were on that team.
Dude, I was no joke just about to tell you how great you look.
No, you know what you look
Thank
like? You look like that thing where you draw with the iron filings. You know what I mean? You have the little
What is
magnetic
that?
thing. It's like a little magnetic
Magnetic
pen,
works?
and you draw the hair on and the mustache on.
Oh,
with little
yeah,
iron.
yeah, yeah,
That's-
yeah.
You are that fucking guy. That's your face, man.
Dude, with all the, especially you look great because like all the pictures and stuff we've seen coming out for the new Eric Andre season, Eric Andre show season, you had told us last interview that you put on a bunch of weight, you shaved your head, and you look fucking great again.
Thank you.
You went full method actor with it to blend in, or not to blend in, but to
full
go.
method actor, and now I am fully erect.
How much did you put on?
I guess. I got up to. I've been like in the 180s my whole life. I think I got up to like 205. I was trying to go like Christian Bale and gain like 60. It was hard, man. Your body wants to be what it is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's not as easy
And I
as you
was
think.
eating peanut butter jelly sandwiches every night and pizza and drinking fucking beer and like it was kind of that's as good as I could get. And my weight fluctuates. I'm not even good at being fat. I like my weight fluctuates from scene to scene. I'm not good at it.
For most people, that's a good thing. For you, you're like, fuck, I can't get fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to look pregnant. I wanted to look like.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You looked absolutely disgusting, but you know.
Thank you.
What was the picture you had on your Instagram? I was just looking for. I think I don't know if Instagram took it down or you took it down. Were you just rocking nip clamps?
Oh yeah, I got them on now under my shirt.
All right, give me a
Yeah,
scale.
I'm rocking nip clips.
Is,
You know.
is that your first time ever in a nip clip?
No,
No.
can't say that is.
I can't say that it is.
All right, when was the first time? And are we talking private or personal? Private or
I
public?
mean, a little bit of A, a little bit of B, my man. I'm a freak. I'm dating a squirter. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get that Dexter room out.
My
You
bed
got
is drenched. What's that?
to set the room up like Dexter. You get the plastic everywhere.
Oh my God, my mattress is like a wet sponge.
You show up every day looking like a most dangerous game guy, just a crab fisherman in Alaska.
Yeah, that's always fun until it's not, and then it's just highly inconvenient, you know?
Yeah, I think it's just pee. I think it's just peeing all over the place.
It's cool though, no? It doesn't feel like an accomplishment. You feel like badass about it, right?
It's a huge accomplishment for me.
It's like there's a 90% chance you just peed on me in the middle of sex, but it feels like I earned that, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. How else can I come? Come on, let's be real.
And then you know what?
Be honest.
It is tough going back. It's like, well,
It's going back. I got the nipple clamps. I'm a mess.
There's a point of no return, and you went well past it, bro.
How's quarantine been going? I know last time we talked, it was early in quarantine, and you were doing a lot of pina coladas, I believe, out of pineapples. Are we still?
I gained weight. I lost weight. I gained a little back. I'm trying to get back. I'm fluctuating. I'm binging and purging. You know, I'm trying to get away from.
You got
drinking and
you developed an eating disorder over quarantine. You're just full blown.
I developed an eating disorder, a drinking disorder, a pill disorder, a nipple clamp disorder. Yeah.
But we're squirting, so we're good, man. We got this piece of shit from you guys. This thing right here. This is your this is a ranch bath bomb. We have a gigantic cooler of hot water right now. I'm gonna pop this bad boy in while we do this and just see how disgusting this is while we talk.
Have you?
Oh, I thought you were gonna drink it. Don't drink it. You bathe with it.
I'm not you, dude. I mean, this is not normal.
Have you been in the room while one of these have gone off yet?
Oh.
I haven't rocked them yet. I
just got some in my mouth opening it because I mean it tastes. I mean it does taste like ranch. Give us a whiff, John.
Put it on a sandwich.
It's very ranchy.
This is gonna be so disgusting while we do this interview. I can't wait to just smell the aroma while, like, you know, this is like a fully immersive Eric Andre experience where you're like ridiculous talking to us while we smell like fucking ranch. You are a gross human.
Smell-o-vision.
How was you hosted Run the Jewels? I forget exactly what it was called. Something Vote on HBO Max.
Yeah. Holy Kalama Vote.
Kalama Vote. There it is.
We banged it in and out. I riffed, I improv, but they put it together. That was great.
Is it when you're hosting? Are they just like do whatever the fuck you want?
Yeah, they were like, do whatever the fuck you want.
I don't think you have a choice, man. Has anybody ever said, here's exactly what you have to do, follow the rules? Because I feel like that's a surefire way to get Eric Andre.
They do.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not good at that. I have to spread my wings and fly.
I mean, we last time we talked, you were promoting your stand-up special. I mean, it's pure fucking chaos when you're out there and you are let alone to your own devices. Like, I'd imagine you follow some rules for some certain things, but something like that where you're doing stand-up, I mean, that was pure lunacy, man.
Yeah. My next stand-up special, I want to MMA fight Kevin Hart on stage. That's it. No jokes. Just a fight to the death. He'll probably win. I think he works out a lot. I'm in terrible shape.
If you get your ass kicked by Kevin Hart, that
would be your greatest bit to date.
Yeah. And we give him like a Kimbo Slice haircut.
You'd have to meet him on set at a commercial, though. He doesn't have much time.
I know he doesn't. We'll do it in between the Chase Bank credit card commercials.
What do you think it would cost?
Squeeze it in.
What do you think Kevin Hart's number is to actually do this? Be like, yeah, I will take time out of my career to fight you.
I don't know. He's very expensive. He's a very
Very expensive man. Do you think if you sent him, maybe if you send him a ranch bath bomb, it'll do it? That'll put him over the top.
It might tip the scale. I don't know.
You'd have to have cameras ready to go because he'd just show up to fight you. That wouldn't be.
That's actually your best bet is to just make him hate you, so that it's not even about the money or the event. He just wants to kick your ass.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wrestle him. I won't win, but I'll do it.
If you had to say something to make Kevin Hart hate you right now, what would you say? So we can cut the rest of this out.
Oh, come on. You called my bluff with this bit.
You say that, and then we'll bow finger it. You'll just have cameras ready to roll. You run up on him, and you say XYZ.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the audience. Millennials don't like anything better than a fucking Bowfinger reference.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's like a movie with Eddie Murphy.
Bowfinger is a very obscure movie,
and Steve Martin.
And it could be. I almost had a fucking stroke just trying to compose that sentence. You hear that?
They like bootleg a movie. They just have cameras rolling, and they like people don't know it.
It's a good movie.
Listen, fuck the millennials. It's a good reference. Fuck you. Okay, it makes perfect sense.
Good movie. Yeah. I like that movie.
What's going on in the new season?
But I will murder Kevin Hart with my bare hands once I get into the ring. No hold bar none. I will fuck both of his parents. You get me 1 minute in the ring with Kevin, brother. I'm gonna snap it to a Slim Jim.
What's cooking in this season, man? What was like? Every time
I waxed my pubic hair. I got rid of all my body hair this season. I waxed my pubes, and it was excruciatingly painful.
Yeah. Now, what's your pube deal like? Because judging by the top of the head, it's a
big.
forest.
Oh yeah. It's not too far off from that.
So did you grow it out for that, or you always
grew it out? I ripped it out.
Yeah, that was like you intentionally gained weight. Did you intentionally gain pubes, or are you just like you're always Amazon?
Well, I usually keep them trim. You know, I kind of manscape my pubes. I got a Brazilian most of the time.
I was gonna say, what'd you do with your asshole?
The asshole waxed it. I got rid of all my body hair except my eyebrows. I bleached my teeth, which was incredibly painful. I fucking nared my legs. I put on a ton of cheap brute cologne. I did tanning beds every day. I looked insane. I looked like Kojak.
When you got waxed, like, I mean, that poor person, man. Who what was that? Did you go to like a regular
lovely Korean auntie? It's like my director's girlfriend's family owned spa.
Okay.
And she was laughing. I'm gonna post. We took video, so I'm gonna post the video this week.
Did you throw your legs over your head or you flip over? How does that work?
I flip my legs ankles behind the ears.
No way! Shut up!
And I said, "My body's your canvas. Do your worst." No, it was fucking brutal, man. I would never do it again.
Out of everything you've done, like that's how. I mean, there's a visceral reaction here. Yeah.
It's medieval torture.
Ugh.
It's excruciatingly painful.
It's worse than So this is the season. Again, we talked about this last time. This is the season where you're in the Chinese finger traps, right?
You finally get to see this.
No, that's the movie. So me and Ro did a movie that was supposed to come out this year, then the world ended. So it's coming out on Netflix next year. Yeah.
Next year.
I'll take the dick in the finger trap over getting waxed.
Really? Almost getting stabbed at a barbershop.
I'll take that over getting waxed. Yep.
Oh boy. So these girls who just do this weekly, I don't know.
Women are stronger than men. Women are fucking braver and stronger than men.
They're not stronger, Eric. I could beat up most girls. I'm gonna say
hold on now.
Look, I'm just saying facts are facts. If it came down to a fight for life, I'm confident in my abilities against most.
Where are we going?
You get waxed and reassess.
I'm not saying it's because dinner wasn't ready. I'm just saying because if it came down to like,
I'm just saying I can one punch you. That's it.
You were fucking tap dancing on a fucking razor's edge.
I know.
Listen, get waxed and then we'll talk.
You guys can wax your pubic hairs. I will two-piece you, and that's just facts.
I'll say this. Get waxed and give anal birth, and then we find out who's stronger.
I got kicked out of health class in high school once because a teacher was trying to explain to men how much it hurts to give childbirth, and she's like, "Imagine trying to push a watermelon through a Cheerio." And I was like, why would that hurt? I go, why would that hurt me? And she's like, that's it. You're out of here. It threw me out like a fucking
Zabrowski.
I understood what you were trying to say. I'm just trying to be an asshole. Thank you very much. Been my asshole phase for the last 5 years.
I was bad at sex ed. I was really bad at sex ed.
Did you ever have to watch? Did you have to watch The Miracle of Birth?
Oh yeah,
dude. We were given the option. Like, it was like the movie was paused, and it's like, everyone, you can leave for this part if you want. It's really gross. I was the only person who sat in class. Me and the health teacher just sat there watching a baby come out.
They made us watch the R. Bud Dwyer suicide class.
Wow!
Right after the Miracle.
Shut up.
They were like, you want to see the Miracle of Death? And I was like, I'm in.
That video, man. There was a time early on the internet I would use that GIF and that picture extensively. Like a couple times a week, I would fire off that tweet. And it got to the point where people were like, you have to stop putting suicides on my timeline. Like, okay, I suppose.
On my MySpace.
Are you give off the vibe. You feel like an old school internet guy. Were you always like in forums and fucking watching like the weird videos?
World.
Yeah, chat rooms and shit.
I was on MySpace, eBombs World, LiveJournal, LinkedIn.
What's the most fucked up thing you've seen on the internet?
Silk Road. I ordered like opium off the Silk Road one time. Smoked it out of a long ass pipe.
I was gonna say, if you do opium, you gotta have the whole shebang. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Opium is like I feel like that's a classy drug.
You think opium's class?
Not classy. What's the word? I mean, I think of like Peaky Blinders when he's smoking opium. I feel like it's very
old school.
Yeah, old school is a better. Yeah,
a classic.
British. Yeah, it's a classic drug.
Classic.
Smoke some
Old
opium.
school classic.
You know,
wars. They fought 2 wars over opium.
Yeah, that's right. It's just so good. We'll fucking fight you to death for it. What's like the worst thing you've seen on the internet, and then what's the worst thing that you have like done on this this
What's the worst thing I've seen on the internet?
Yeah. Like old school stuff. Like, we're talking like Tub Girl, Goatee.
Yeah, I mean, our Bud Dwyer's up there for sure.
Oh, don't be a pussy.
Come on, that's not. It's in black and white. How bad can it
be? Have you seen
the classics?
Have you seen Mr. Hands?
No, I can't do it anymore. If you're gonna send me stuff footage, I'm gonna vomit. I've seen fucking
Mr. Hands is wild because it's real. Mr. Hands, you know Mr. Hands?
No,
what is Mr. Hands?
It's a guy getting fucked by a horse. And
that's classic.
And there's a whole story around it. Like, there was a guy. There's a place. I think it's like
he died.
He died getting fucked by a horse.
Oh, really?
It will tear you up. It will rearrange your guts. But it's somewhere in like the Pacific Northwest where it was just known throughout, I don't know, the internet. That, like, if you want to fuck animals, you come to like this farm, and there was like this little underground. There was an underground network of people fucking animals, and then the guy died, so the feds had to come in and like shut it down. Like, all right, no more fucking animals. We got a death. That guy ruined it for everybody.
If Dennis Rodman has taught me anything, and this is literally what Dennis Rodman told us. If you want to find a donkey show in America, he'll find one for you.
He's got them. He got him on deck.
We interviewed Dennis Rodman. This is probably 3-4 years ago at this point. He sat down, and the first question he asked, almost like he was just right away. He's just like, "Yo, you guys ever seen a chick get fucked by a horse?" And we were like, "What's up, Dennis?" No. I mean, dude. I actually have online, but never in person. And he's like, "Yeah."
He told me he kissed a dead girl when I interviewed him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, I was like, where? At the funeral? He was like,
at the scene of the crime.
What?
Shit, man, I love it. By the way, this tub here, has anybody actually ever taken a bath with the ranch bomb? It's just this green fucking film. Looks like a goddamn swamp.
Let me see.
It is vile, dude. I mean, look at that thing.
Oh, wow.
Shit, man, that is fucking gross.
Oh, man.
I mean,
it is horrifying.
You want to put your hand in there? Just hop in, bud. That is.
I'll give it a touch. No. It's so green.
Well, you got a nervous stomach, huh?
Dude, you have no idea. We do this series here at Barstool where we got this guy who will get us like, you got to eat gross shit and do disgusting things. You'd actually really, at a time when maybe you can actually come to the office when the world goes back to normal, you would thrive in this game. This guy throws up
where are
every.
you guys based?
We're in New York.
Manhattan?
Yeah.
This is my New York.
Come next time you come through, you'll see several people.
How is New York? Can you get around okay, or is it a nightmare?
Fucking fine.
It's fine.
Everybody who says it's anarchy and dead is just a baby. I mean, it's
Yeah,
always been a nightmare. There's homeless people and junkies and skells everywhere. It's like,
Stop talking about my friends from high school.
we're gonna play a little game called Answer the Internet. We launched the game here. These are all the darkest, deepest, grossest questions from the internet, the darkest corners. So we'll hit you with some hypotheticals here.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. So these are all the questions from our podcast over the last 10 years, and just also you know how there's certain questions that just arise from the internet. You're like, I don't know who came up with this, but we all know them. What is around your neck? What is that?
It's a shrimp neck pillow.
Shrimp? Is that shrimp?
Yeah.
What am I? I'm such an idiot.
This needs explaining.
All right, here we go. Would you rather have a dog die every single time you laugh, or every single time you fall in love, there's a genocide?
Fall in love. Falling in love is less frequent than laughing.
Yeah, but when you do it, there's fucking
genocide.
millions of people dead.
That's all right. The world's overpopulated. Sorry, Laura, I'm in love. It's Valentine's Day, baby.
I got a squirter, man. What do you want me to do?
What is the fiercest animal you think you could take in a fight?
Oh God, I couldn't even. I'm like scared of frogs. You don't understand how much of a fucking suburban pussy I am. God, a fucking ant. I really any animal. I'm like
Why?
And I found a dead mouse in my garbage downstairs, and I like wept.
Well, that's completely reasonable. Mice terrify me. But has this been your whole life, or were you like attacked by an animal at some point?
I like dogs, and that's it. Every other animal can be extinct.
So you're not weeping for the bees?
No, everything needs to go away. Dogs, it's like that's the only animal that should be standing.
Can you still go to your barber if he is very racist?
A
little picture here for.
All my barbers are black. I mean, that picture kind of sells it. Yeah. For the conversation. Just for the story. I'm doing the white power thing by accident. Just for the story. Barbers, I'm signaling to the potential barbers out there.
All right, who wins in a fight in their prime, Michael Keaton or John Bon Jovi?
Ooh, great one.
I think John Bon Jovi's actually a softie. I think Keaton could fucking tear his ass up.
You think so? Dude,
Yeah.
Bon Jovi grew up in those fucking Jersey dive bars, though. I feel like he had to fight just to get on
rock
stage.
star,
He looks like he uses herbal essence.
He does have hair you could kick. His ass you could kick.
Yeah. He's got that
his
floppy,
hair's
fluffy hair.
feathery.
Kinda. Yeah, feathery. That's a great word for it.
Keaton looks like he's gonna he's all fucking.
All he's got to do is that one scene from Batman. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If someone texted you a picture
I
of,
might have gotten Michael Keaton, Michael Douglas mixed up. Oh, that's all right.
Answer
Yeah,
remains.
Batman, Wall Street, all that shit. Okay.
I mean, it is the Gordon Gekko and fucking Bruce Wayne are like the same person.
yeah, that's fine.
Just-
that
just-
plays.
Bruce Wayne is just Gordon Gekko with a violent hobby.
Never forget, Michael Douglas got cancer from eating his wife's pussy. To me, that makes him tough. You know? Yeah, man.
What a thing to say.
Yeah, he got it. He's
Why
just a
did you
fact.
say that?
Catherine Zeta
because he got it.
Was it Catherine Zeta or him?
Your fucking wife
She had HPV and he went down on her and got fucking cancer.
Oh my God.
I've long thought he was like he was walking out onto a stage at the Oscars or Emmys or whatever the fuck it is, and like I was like, every time this man walks in a room, there should be like a town crier who announces like, this man got cancer from eating pussy. And it's
Hell
just what up? It's
the sickest cancer you can get, brother. What a maniac.
If someone texted you a picture of your dick with no context at all, would you know that it's your dick?
I'd like to think so, but it'd be hard to say.
Not a very distinguishable.
I think that's happened. My dick is out there.
Out in these
Nothing
streets.
to hide.
Would you rather never have any buffalo sauce on any food ever again, or you can only masturbate to pregnant porn?
Whoa, that is chaos, that one.
Well, I thought I masturbated too anyway. So, call that one business as usual, my friend.
See you later, Buffalo. That's out.
Well, yeah, later, Buffalo. Back to the office.
Would you rather always be hard or never be able to get hard?
Never be able to get hard. I've had enough sex. I'm done. I'm celibate.
Oh, thank
Mr.
you.
Tough Guy.
I'm
No,
out.
I'm with you.
More-
I'm
Yeah.
done with sex. It's all over it.
It's all over.
Your girl comes over shaking that booty in your face. You're like,
a
get
lot of
out of
pressure.
We're watching The Sopranos. Go to bed.
It's a lot of pressure.
Wow, are you dating Cardi B?
If you were in an open field with an aluminum baseball bat, how many 10-year-olds wearing bike helmets could you take down before they got to you?
God, I'd fucking light those motherfuckers up. I'd be at 100. Be a bloodbath. Be a goddamn bloodbath, dude. Are you kidding me? I'd be the king. I'd be the king of the town.
Would you hit them in the helmet, or where would you go? Would you strike them? What would be your
I'd be fucking sending them over the fucking wall, dude. Home runs. I'd be hitting home runs.
Do you think that after the first, like, all right, you got adrenaline as they come rushing at you, and then you start popping them? Do you think that, like, as they're crying and bleeding, you would get soft? You think you'd be like, all right,
No,
wait a minute.
I would get stronger with each tear. I'd be a fucking bull.
Right. If you have a choice between a sum of money and world peace, how much money does it take for you to pass on world peace?
Oh, I don't know. Once you get to like 100 billion, you can't. What are you gonna buy? The 55th private jet? Like, what else can you buy?
Okay,
So
what's your answer?
you're at 100 billion?
Did you say million or billion?
400 dectrillion. The number. Look it up.
World peace is like, I bet you world
The
peace
only
is one of
world
those-
peace that's achievable is meta world peace. You know?
All right.
Shout out.
Follow-up question. How much money do you have right now?
Go on me?
No. What's your net worth?
Liquid?
Yeah, in the bank.
On
Liquid.
or off the books? I actually, you're gonna think I'm bullshit. I actually don't know. I wish I should know that.
That's.
I'm gonna say
I think that
I
means
make
you're
about $300 a week. $5,000.
That's respectable. Did you when the Eric Andre show started and it was kind of just getting going? Were you paid? We had Steve-O on recently, and he was talking about how little money they ever made. Were you paid not handsomely, but properly from the get-go?
I was so broke when I sold the Eric Andre show and I started doing it that, like, yeah, anything, any check was like, oh my fucking God, you're giving me like $1,000. Like any amount of money, I'd be like, oh, what?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I bought a house.
Dude, Steve-O was saying on the first season of Jackass, they would get paid $150 for regular stunts, $300 for life-threatening, but they only got paid if it made the final cut. If it didn't make the episode, they didn't get paid for it.
That's fucked. That's so
brutal,
fucked.
man.
That's brutal.
That is
Hopefully
so
they paid more on the movies. The movies made $500 million.
Yeah.
I think the movies where they finally cashed in, but during the show.
Yeah. I hope that it was all worth it once the movie.
All right,
started coming.
last question here. Marry, fuck, kill. Or I guess in this case, it's more just like rank these three. The hottest girl from your high school, the hottest teacher from your high school, or the hottest of your friends' moms?
The hottest girl from the high school was hot. There was no hot teachers at my school. There was no
Really?
hot substitute. Yeah.
So you would kill the
There
teacher.
was one hot mom.
Are you marrying her or are you fucking her?
Oh, fuck, marry, kill. I guess kill the teacher I don't want to kill anybody.
Well, it's all right. The
I
teacher's
mean,
dead.
I'll marry them after I kill them. But
Kiss him like Dennis.
kind of a Dennis Rodman thing.
So are you marrying the hottest girl from your high school, or the hottest?
The
of your
hottest
friend's
girl
mom?
from my high school was a schmuck. I'd probably marry the mom and then.
She had her shit together, her finances in order.
Yeah, the mom's a safer bet.
All right, dude. Thanks so much. As always, the new season 5 of the Eric Andre Show. It's out Saturday night, October 25th. We appreciate it, man. Thanks as always.
I think it's Sunday night.
Well,
Is that Saturday or
it's like Saturday
It's midnight on
so
Saturday.
I don't know what to
so
do.
It's technically Sunday
No, I think
morning.
it's October 25th at midnight.
See, this is
which
what fucks
Monday
me up.
morning.
Oh, so it's okay. So Sunday night into Monday. It's
Sunday
so
night
dumb
into
to have a
Monday.
show premiere
Here.
at midnight. You jerk.
The Eric Andre
It should
Show.
say 11:59.
Yeah.
What's it say?
Returns to Adult Swim Sunday, October 25th at midnight.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means,
but
but
I don't-
Sunday night, Monday morning.
okay.
Okay.
You got it,
Thanks.
brother. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you guys. Love you. Miss
Later,
you.
bud. Love you too. I always return a love.
Love you too.
Always return a love you.
Love
I
you
don't give a
too.
fuck. You say love you to me, I'll say it back.
All right. Shout out to Eric. He is always one of our best interviews. He just doesn't give a fuck.
He's
Crazy. He's a crazy person. I mean,
He is so
He's a
very
dedicated to the
nerve-wracking
game.
interview because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, he's gonna fuck with me, he's gonna fuck
Yes,
with me, he's gonna fuck with me.
yes.
And then he's just like a genuinely awesome dude.
Right. He actually I can't do content with Nick KB or Sass anymore. But Eric Andre is like, I'm off the clock now. I'm not being an asshole.
Yeah.
You know? So I like that. All right, and Kerryn Feehan. We'll wrap up with Kerryn. She is a New York City comedian who just doesn't give a fuck. Okay. And so in the interview, we talk about how she stopped doing her OnlyFans, where she was making like $30,000 a month because she was in love with this guy. And then like a day after the interview, she told me that they broke up. And then I saw her tweeting saying, "How do I let all my new hot Barstool boys, BOI, know that I'm single?" So there you go, Kerryn. Anybody who wants to fuck a funny New York City comedian, go get Kerryn. All right, so you're just saying that, yeah. So we sent you to a dark alley to come to Barstool HQ.
You put in Barstool headquarters on Uber, and it drops you off in an alley.
I didn't even know. Honestly, I would like it to just drop you off in Newark or something like that. I don't like having people having access to even the surrounding area of here.
Yeah, the fact that you can just put that in, like you said, you wrote Barstool HQ, or you wrote, like,
I
you
wrote
knew
Barstool
the address. Yeah.
headquarters pops up, and they're like, Rape Alley, you're on your way. 7-minute ETA.
I'll be honest, the right outside the actual building is not great either. It's usually just
Oh,
loaded
this
with homeless people.
entire
So
neighborhood is unreal. It's
crazy.
so bad.
It's like-
It's awful. And I actually today I was walking to get lunch, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this homeless guy some lunch today.
Wow.
And then
idiot you are.
I was like, well, then he's gonna want it every
Yes,
day.
you
So I
can't
didn't
do
So-
that.
So he's just gonna
Well,
go
yeah,
hungry.
then he's
Good.
also like trading his tuna for like a $10 worth of like heroin or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, he ain't
Like,
eating that lunch. But you
No.
can't. Then they're like, it's like feeding the seagulls. They'll
Right.
just start to flock, man. You can't do
it
that.
is an exceptionally dehumanizing vision, but it also is
It's
exactly
so
like
true.
I was like, that's exactly the thought that went through my
Yes.
head, where I was just like, fuck, he's
I
gonna
mean-
want it every day now, though.
I've been here my whole life. I've seen all the homeless, but seeing them, I mean, they're like needles and everything. Even I'm like, whoa,
No, they're
this is
full on
a
zombies.
lot.
They can't get
Yeah.
organized, but they are full on. They can't pick a leader. If it's because they're all walking in circles.
We do have like a little shanty town down there that we call
Right.
it, and I feel like they should just like elect a mayor. And they
Right,
need, like a night
just like
king.
find the Irish guy, like who's got his shit together the most, and let him give speeches.
that'd be
This
great.
homeless guy. I live in Chinatown because I'm a genius. And this homeless
I don't think
guy,
I've ever known someone. I've never heard that sentence ever uttered. Like
no,
I
yeah,
live in Chinatown.
I like moved there in February. I'm like, this will be great. This is like literally like the dumbest decision.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kerryn Feehan.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my ponytail up really tight and try and blend in, okay? This homeless guy though, he comes, I walk up and he comes to just sort of enter my building with me. Like I live in like a walk up, like not like an elevator building. And I just go to open my door and he's just right there and he's like, well, I guess we're going in. I'm like, what? No, we're not.
See, I like that you stopped him, because if that guy was with me,
Right. You're like,
Guess
tuna
who's
this way,
guess
buddy.
who's got a new roommate, baby?
Dinner for two. Come on, let's sit down.
Do you like bagel bites?
That happened to me one time at my old apartment. Some kid lived in the building, and like I saw him when he was moving in or whatever, and he knew where I lived. And so after a Patriots football game, he comes
this
in.
is fucking insane.
He comes and knocks on my door,
Yeah.
and he hands me like a note, and it's like a note that just says "fuck you" or something like that, like
Yeah.
"fuck you,
trying
go
to be
Bills."
funny. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, cool, man. Like, thanks." He's like, "Yo," he was drunk as shit. He's like, "Yo, man, do you mind if I like come in for like just just for a little bit, just to talk about the game. And I actually said no, and it's one of the bravest things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
I made up a lie that I was
He
going to
didn't.
dinner or
This
something like
kid
that.
would sit there and watch a game with a stranger for hours on end. I'm surprised he said no.
Oh, that's right. The game was on. He wanted to watch the game. Yeah.
I kind of want your insight, but you seem like you have a
I
lot.
was so close. I luckily had dinner plans later in the night, so I was like, oh, I'll just pretend those are now.
Right.
But if I didn't have that, I would
would've
have
caved. You
I
would've
would have had
just been
no
like,
idea what to
okay.
say. If it wasn't at least in the forefront, like I do have to go to dinner later, I would have been. That guy would have lived with me. He would
I
just been,
hailed what I thought was a cab once, and it was just 3 Mexican guys. And I get back to my apartment. I'm in a full-on blackout, mind you. And I'm like, you guys should totally come in. Like, let's smoke a bowl. This is like, it's crazy I wasn't raped. Like, I don't know what I did in my
That's
past
how
life
white women die.
to deserve it. Yeah, like, I'm like, you guys want to have machetes, right? Come on. Get in here.
No weapons visible. Good enough for me.
when was
That
that?
is nuts.
I don't know. Probably like a long time ago, like 8 years ago or something. That like when I was like partying really hard.
Not
But
anymore.
yeah, no.
Not partying, yeah.
Sober now?
I haven't had a drink in over 2.5 years.
Really?
My record is 2.5 years though. So.
We're right on the edge. We'll see which it's gonna go one way or the other.
Is that? Are you like?
Right now, yeah. I still smoke weed.
Yeah.
This is.
You gotta have something. Come on.
It's a question I've only started asking recently because I had a friend get sober and he's like, "Yeah, like, I'm not gonna do it forever though. Like, is this forever?
I
or
mean,
is
mine
this...
really should be. I keep trying to make it forever. Like that's always the goal, and then something happens.
See, I almost think his way is more logical, where he's like, "I'm just gonna do it for a bit," and then.
Yeah, sure. If I'm like, oh, let me go back to responsibly drinking, but
Right.
responsibly drinking is like shots of tequila at 9 a.m. I'm like, who am I responsible for? Like, not myself or my job. I worked at Paramount Network, and like I had a mini like relapse like while I was working there, and I don't know how I even got away with it because I would just be like hammered. I don't know. When you're like pitching social media ideas, sometimes
Do you
it's
really
better
have to be
if you're
sober
drunk.
for that?
The sober ones sound crazier.
You guys are boring. So we pee a bed.
What? I saw you grab this.
No,
What is that?
yeah, I have a tattoo that says "Don't serve me" on my arm. Wow. And I talk about it in my act. I'm like, it's okay, bartenders can't read cursive. But it is a good reminder. It's a good reminder. It's like, why do I? Oh, right.
Too late as you're drinking. What? Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing I do. Yeah.
So you guys you're tight with the Barstool Breakfast crew. I see you on there
guys.
very often.
I love them so much.
Who's your favorite?
Don't say, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Willie. No.
Willie.
Marry, fuck, kill.
No.
We'll do large Willie Pat.
That's so hard. Like Pat's like my original, like heart. So
You gotta fuck him.
I know. Like, if I can't turn that motherfucker, I'm not worth it.
I feel like you could. I feel like Patty's crazy enough. He maybe not turn him, but he'd be like, "Ah, I'll fuck you."
I know. Like Pat, have you ever seen an in-ground pool? It really make it worth your while. So what am I doing? I'm fucking Pat.
Are you? You're gonna fuck Pat? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, oh wait.
It's
gonna
gonna be
kill?
tough spot for one of the straight guys.
I'm afraid of.
I'll tell you what. If you're straight guys in a marry, fuck, kill, and you're not getting fucked or married, that's tough. 2 straights and a
Can I
gay,
be
and one of
honest?
you's getting killed. Wow.
I don't want to upset either of their wives. To be
Oh,
honest.
don't
I'm
worry.
sure it'll be just fine.
Well, I can't speak for Willie's wife. St. Anne's not getting upset
Yeah.
one way or the other.
I feel like
You could have fucked Large, and St. Anne would be like, whatever. She'd be like, you can have him. She'd be like, are you sure?
I don't want to kill him though, and I feel like I can't kill Willie. Like that's just a bad look these times. White woman kills NFL player.
I was gonna say,
about a Kerryn move.
it was gonna be a tough fight for you, but you're just like, no, I don't want the internet to get mad. I'll take him.
I know. So we'll have to kill Large, and I'll marry
Very
Willie.
Willie.
There you go.
So now you went from, potentially being a murderous
Large-
Karen to very progressive.
I'll tell you what, Large is
Now you're an
not going to
insurance
take it well that he got killed for affirmative action.
And so he didn't get fucked over a gay guy. A gay and a black guy is the reason why he ends up dead.
Large is going to be furious.
Not too happy.
If anyone at the company would get mad, Large.
Yeah. But yeah, you go on with them pretty frequently and just let it fly. That's what I like about you. You talk about fucking anything.
I know. It's
For better
sometimes
or
it's
worse.
a downfall. I mean, it
Yeah.
can be a problem
Oh,
in
it's
my
certainly in
personal
my
life.
down. Oh, absolutely.
I like leave podcasts sometimes, and I'm like, don't even look at your phone. Just don't even look at it. You're
Oh,
in
it's
so much trouble.
so much trouble. And I remember I used to I used to play this card, and I used to be able to play this card where I'd be like, it's for entertainment, or it's just a character.
Yeah.
And then eventually it was like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
You're just yourself when you're on these podcasts. I know it. You're fucking lying, and you're an asshole.
I'm like, I have a BA in acting. Don't you know about a persona?
Right. It's like, no, you are very clearly being your absolute truest self. You're just a
100%.
dick.
You're just a bitch. You're kind of a slut, it sounds like. Why am I dating you? Get out.
So your significant others, do you have a current one?
Yes.
Do they listen to you, like a lot of your stuff?
I cannot really. He's great because he's not so listening all the time. Thank God.
The recipe is so easy. Just don't listen to what I do.
Yeah.
But is it just because he does not listen to comedy and podcasts, or is it because he's like, okay, I ordinarily would, but I'm going to not because like it will make it awkward for us? Because there's two. If you just don't listen, that's the best.
Yeah.
If you're not listening because you either said not to or you're asking not to, then it just sits there like, go listen.
Yeah. We're sort of in like those like tough times. Like we go through it. I mean, there's periods where I think things. The problem is sometimes people's friends will listen and then report
Those
back.
They're
the worst. The worst.
Listen, if you snitch on a content creator
Thank you.
in this day and age, you are a motherfucker.
What do you get? What do you poise to gain out
Nothing.
of that? What are you getting out of that?
It's like you just walk in with a stick of dynamite and you just fucking blow up that relationship.
No,
It's unbelievable.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
It's
that's
sickening.
That's a bit.
And
don't
it's
be
also,
that person.
It's like, it's one thing if you're reporting back something that is a break-upable offense, and because then it's like, I need to tell you this, and then maybe you move on.
Yeah,
If
it's like
just-
Kerryn's persona was actually giving someone a blowjob today. Like I would be like, okay, got me.
Like if I was on the podcast saying like I was, so I was like fucking this chick in the Barstool HQ alley. It was a surprise to her, but you wanted to go tell my girlfriend that's fair.
And even then, I'd say just mind your fucking business, but I'd understand it. But if it's just like, did you hear that Kevin like said some unsavory shit or like talked about his past or made a joke about you? All that's gonna do is like piss her off. Now we're gonna get in a fight all night. Our week's ruined, and you just go back about your merry fucking way. If you're gonna do that, you should at least have to be like in the room. You have to move in for the week, and you have to sit and soak in that too, motherfucker.
Pick your side. We're gonna fight it out.
God, that is
great.
the worst. That's
so
funny
like
to say
the
that.
same, and I mean, we all do it. Like your friends bitch to you about about their personal lives, about their relationships specifically. But I always tell my friends like the worst stuff, and that's what I dump on them. And I feel like anybody who's ever been in a relationship, you know that things behind closed doors are way different than like what you like project or like need to unload on your friends from time to time. Like if you're actually meddling in other people's relationship, like I just fucking hate that.
Yeah.
I'll never tell anybody to dump a girl unless they're like physically abusing you and I can see the scars.
Right.
I want to put my fingers in the scar, and then I'll maybe make a phone call. Other than that, like
I have known. Let's just say I have known a couple where one person was cheating. Is that good? It's unopened. Yeah.
so.
Okay.
Listen for the
And
seal.
no, yeah, you're good. That one's not roofied. The other ones were you chose the right one. Damn it. I've known a relationship where someone was cheating. And it was very well known, and like one person finally decided to speak up, and the person was kind of like, I know, like shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Kind of like, it's not great, but I was like, I don't want to leave them, and I'm going to just deal with it.
And you don't know what I'm doing.
And now that you know, and it's out in the open, now it's awkward, because now I look like a pussy or a pushover, and it's like, just you never know,
You don't know what dynamics work for people behind closed doors.
Right,
like,
right. So just stay the fuck
get
out
your
of it.
own boyfriend.
Get
your
problems.
own boyfriend.
Yeah.
But you dump your problems on friends?
I try not to so much, but I think everybody unloads.
You
got to
vent a little bit.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Well, he's a
You're like, are you
complete
Irish?
emotional.
Like, yeah. I've never had an emotion in my life. I'll bottle it up till I die. I know.
We really are very bad at it.
You go to therapy, but like
I just lie about
and then
therapist.
you pop off and like snap a cat in half.
Or you like do something crazy, like you throw a glass at a fucking glass cabinet.
Break a cabinet, yeah. Totally hypothetically.
But like, I just think because I tell my friends, I'm like, don't tell me your things. Like I have friends in relationships, like I don't want to hear fucking shit because I'm just gonna start hating them or like I just let me be with them when I'll judge them on how they are with me.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah,
then,
but even
and then what
that's
happens
if you
behind
all
closed
hang
doors,
out.
that's your fucking problem.
And that's when you hang out. I mean, if it's like I don't even know that person, You can vent to me, but yeah, I am gonna like hate them. So then don't turn around and expect me to be like, oh, your boyfriend or girlfriend's awesome. It's like
Right.
everything you told me
Was bad.
But the thing is, nobody ever calls up and is like, you know what? You know what
he
Kerryn did today?
I
It was
know.
great.
I
She
know.
gave me head and even cooked me dinner, and it was amazing.
I know.
No one's ever doing that.
Texting my friends mid-orgasm. He's doing it again. I know.
Never happens. But we are like the official OnlyFans podcast here
Oh,
at
good.
Barstool. We are big supporters of the
No, I know. I
movement.
caught I loved what you said about OnlyFans. It was great. Have you seen there's a pastor doing it? This clergy woman?
Oh yes.
What is she
Okay.
doing on
Yes,
it?
she just. I don't know the full. I'm sure you know better than I do, but we did
Oh,
like on
we
the
did,
rundown.
yeah.
Okay. I just found that
She's like a
fascinating.
Colombian or something.
No. That was different. That was a
Can't keep
Colombian
up.
judge who
Oh,
was
that's what I'm
posting.
thinking
It was we did them together. They did the same topic.
Yes.
The Colombian
love
judge
it.
was posing in lingerie on Instagram.
And what's the pastor doing? Just sex?
She's she's never felt closer to God than when she's coming.
Right.
Right? I believe was her comment.
Those are some
love
fucking
it.
orgasms, man. You are coming.
I love it.
Chicks get the best fucking orgasm, man. It's not fair.
They do.
It
They
is
really
just-
do.
Oh, shut up with your ropes of glory. You fucking
I actually
freak.
no. I do have to imagine that when we're firing ropes of glory, we probably must have the better individual orgasm, like quantity over quality. Or quality over quantity. They can keep going, but I feel like when we blast off, it's got to be better. Or then we're really getting the short end of the stick.
I
mean, these
don't
bitches
know.
are wobbling.
I mean,
when you're
Yeah,
really doing
I've
right,
never
you know?
fucking laid there shaking before.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
fucking had a goddamn seizure like Cytherea.
Yeah.
That chick would have them fucking.
Yeah, that girl
I would
peeing.
watch that girl have 6 fucking exorcisms in a 10-minute
Yeah,
span.
there is.
That's
when you
never
do it
happened
right,
to me.
and there's an exorcism. It's like, all right, settle down. Jesus, how good could it possibly feel? I know I'm not that good. But I thought because we could only do it once that we probably have the better moment. But I don't know.
No, our moment's a split second.
I wish we could switch for like a day.
Yeah.
I wish we could just know what the other person experiences.
What would you do if you were a guy for a day?
I don't know, some homeless weird shit.
Some what?
No, I'm like, if I could just come at any point, I mean, I'd feel like I'd just be leaving little deposits all over town. Like if you had like a dick that you could just come on stuff.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just like
That's-
immediately, I'm like, how can I graffiti?
Now
How
it
can
didn't
I-
have to be sexual, but you're going with it. anyway.
But yes, it does. Whenever you ask that question, if
Right,
you're
like,
the opposite
like,
sex,
well, I'm gonna
for
have
day,
a pussy for a day and just fucking
not fuck it.
What? Maybe have to stick a tampon in it. There's
Yeah.
no fun in that.
Ew, gross.
Wouldn't that suck if you did like a Freaky Friday, you switched into a girl and it was when she had her period? It's like, well, this is bad
Useless now.
timing. Yeah.
I mean, we can still have orgasms when we have our
Yeah,
period.
but it's not as fun. I mean, I guess you can do all of it. It's just not. It's gonna be a catastrophe.
It's it can be a little messier.
Yeah, you gotta
Well-
Dexter the room up.
I guess we have tie-dye sheets now.
But you dabbled in the OnlyFans world,
I
right?
did. I had a good time. I feel
How extreme do we go here?
I mean, I was getting pretty dirty in messages. I had some like OnlyFans sucks a little bit because of the leaks. It's like a problem.
Like what, like screen recordings and things like that?
Yeah, just
There's
like
just
people-
no way to stop that.
Yeah,
right?
there's no way. Like you sign your life. It's like making a deal with the devil. There's pros and cons. Like the money was just so much fun. I mean, I could have had the worst summer and I was having the best summer.
It was this past summer.
Yeah. Or when we just had summer, right?
Yeah. I don't know really, but I'm pretty sure.
Right, because everybody's like underground. I'm like in the Hamptons every other weekend. I'm doing
Oh,
like
yeah, so you were balling out?
staycations. Yeah, I'm like I come from the you're not gonna have money when you're dead type of mentality.
Spend it. Can't take it with you.
So I just really blew a lot of. And then it is. I think unfortunately, I mean, depending on the relationship, I think it's more of a single girls game. It's
Yeah.
like
So you were in a relationship while doing it?
no, I wasn't. But then I reconnected with my ex, and he found out about it and wasn't thrilled. So I stopped. So
Were
I
you going
stopped
face
it.
out and everything on OnlyFans?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, what's the point? I'm the novelty.
I'm the moneymaker, okay? I'm not making that
I mean,
cash.
I
out
tried
of
to
it.
make him funny. Sometimes I would just fall asleep.
Like you'd go live and just fall asleep?
No, I like make like a video and like messages. And, like maybe I was playing with my vibrator and I'm like, nap time. Don't you nap after? Doesn't everybody?
Only
feel
when I'm
tired?
hungover. Only when I'm hungover. I just nap with my hand still on my
Yeah,
dick and wake
yeah.
up. I'm like, all right, we keep going.
And I'm like, but people didn't like me because I didn't answer messages. I like
Yeah, you gotta be
wasn't
really committed.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
How much did you charge?
It was only $20 a month, but I charge
That's pretty steep.
a lot more in messages.
That to me would probably be my biggest problem. Well, there's a lot of problems with this, but I'd be like, I don't know, I'm worth like $1.75. You know, like I'm not really worth this money. But
well, I wouldn't post full nudes on just the page itself.
That's where they fucking get you.
That's a fucking racket.
That's where they
I
get
would
you.
post like boobs or like topless stuff.
That doesn't
but
count. Oh, tits in the year 2020. It's like, please.
give a fuck.
No,
You know,
dude,
seriously. Like,
I've said
if
tits.
somebody sends a
if
tit,
it's tits, if it's your ass cheek, post it on Facebook. Your mom can see that
Right.
shit.
it's asshole or bust. That's it.
I have to see your organs.
That's
You know, the only thing that turned me
Speculum or
on, you know, when you went to like the Museum of Science as a kid and you saw like the inside of a person, that's what turns me on now.
I mean, vaginas are so
like the vascular
incredible,
system
though.
that gets me going.
They can be.
Well, the thing about they're so like they're such like snowflakes, you know, like they're so different.
So
some of them.
individual, yeah.
So individual. Like you have like conch shells that look like they're giving a high five on like one side. Looks like a rooster neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's girls who have like pitcher mound vaginas where you're like you could put like a little reenactment with figurines on your hump
Homer
of a
Simpson's
vagina.
mouth.
That hump is
Yeah.
How do we feel about the hump? You could golf all.
I could name the porn stars with the vaginas you're talking about.
That's how deep you are.
Yeah, we go deep in the game here.
First one was Christy Mack. The second was Phoenix Marie.
The mound is definitely it can be a turn on to a point, and then eventually it's like that's a mountain peak. That's huge.
But they're beautiful. They're all beautiful.
They're all beautiful. We were talking about Cardi B's nipples yesterday.
Oh, those things are a catastrophe.
Somebody,
You see
what are
those?
they too dark for you?
They're not
No,
huge.
I'm into them because I
It's
like
more the
I like
areola is the problem,
I
not
like
the
the
nipple.
sexual organs to be memorable,
Okay.
and these are memorable.
Because they
These are
Just
they
like
look like splattered brown eggs.
yeah. I said she's got titties. Her titties are sunny side up. We said they look
Really?
like a Christopher Columbus map, like a cartographer made her tits. I forget also. Oh, it looks like one of the guys from Mount.
Whoa, those are enormous. She's
Enormous.
all areola.
Yeah.
huge. I mean, it takes up the whole thing.
That's like that's huge.
It's the size of a dinner plate.
It looks like the monster from Monsters Inc.
And her boobs are fake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of sliding to the side like that.
That is,
Yeah, she's
That's her areola's surface area is bigger than my actual breast.
I said it looks like Jupiter when you zoom in like that. It looks like a planet, you know? It's got the curve and there's the big red spot.
She should sell stickers. People should get these tattooed on them.
Imagine if you could just have Cardi's tits. See, that's like, that's the businesswoman in you.
Yeah, like pasties. Sell her
Cardi
like things as
pasties. If you're going to have giant dinner plate areolas.
like the Sable
so are you.
style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I
Those
like
stickies
that.
that you put on and now
Like
you
that.
look like Cardi.
Yeah,
Shit.
why not?
So, you better like marry this guy if you're giving up that cash, no? Or I guess you could always just jump back in once he's gone.
You'd think, right? But this is depreciating value. But no, I do. I love him.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then
Big
that's
L.
good. So
Makes sense.
you get back with the ex and you think this time's gonna stick?
I hope so.
What if you wanted to do quick comedy?
Better. What?
What if you wanted to do quick comedy?
I would never quit comedy.
No.
And you wouldn't be in love.
You
with
just start
someone
doing stand up in the
quit it.
living room.
Right.
Be like, this is what you wanted, babe.
I'll make you laugh all day. Yeah, no, he would never ask me to do that. I hope.
Yeah, I mean, again, if someone asked you to do that, like my job was a problem in my last relationship, and it was like, I don't like hold it against her, but it was like, all right, this is just not going to be
It's not
a
going
thing
to
then,
be
you know? Like, it's
compatible. Yeah.
Tried to make it fit. It was kind of like square peg round hole. It just doesn't
Right.
work that way.
That's hard sometimes when like the love is there, like the attraction
Yeah.
is there, but like your
There's just-
lives aren't like.
That's one of
congruent.
the most tragic things in the world.
I
It's
know.
just like everything else adds up, but not
Yeah.
this one thing that kind of ruins it.
Oh, I disagree again. I think this is like.
Are you in a
like,
relationship?
I am, yeah.
Poor girl.
Yeah,
We
you
say it
right
every day.
You right. Like it's like the Blind Manor thing, where it's just like, well, you're
Well,
gay.
okay, that's
so, like,
a little different. There's
it's a TV show it's out right now. We're talking about. It's a Netflix
they're
show.
engaged to be married, and eventually she realizes she's coming out of the closet, and she's just like, I'm gay, and he gets like mad at her over it. And I was saying, you'd be hurt, and like, oh, that sucks. I thought we were getting married, but I don't think I could be mad. He's like, fuck you. Like, it's like, well, I don't know. Sorry, I like pussy.
There's some,
You know?
yeah, but like there's something I think that happens to a man maybe when that, because that happened to my uncle. My uncle married a woman, and they like I think a year or two later, she was like, "I'm a lesbian." Like she got like a flat top, like Arsenio Hall.
Oh, she really
style.
went into the
She
bit, huh?
she didn't have that when they got married.
No,
She just wanted out of this marriage.
Yeah.
So I'll get a flat top to prove him. Here.
You're
was
laying
like,
it
when
on a
did-
little thick, all right?
It's like, when did Auntie Claire turn into
Yeah.
Kid and Play? This is so. She's white. This is so weird. But it fucked him up. He's dead. He like just turned into an obese alcoholic. He died in a trailer in Florida. So
crazy
I think
depressing. Sorry.
it has something to do with the male ego. Or
Yeah,
something.
for sure. We
Like,
got a guy here who turned 7 girls.
What?
7. He's had sex with 7 girls.
Where's
who went
his
on
cubicle?
TV. Magic answer. Yeah, he said he had sex with 7 girls.
I mean, but then does he just have a rugby team following him around? What like big deal? Who wants a bunch of bulldogs? Just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
he turned them the other way.
Oh wait.
So they were straight, or they were, they weren't
turn
out of
them
the
into-
closet yet.
Right.
And then they had sex with him, and they're like, you know what? I think it's vagina for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had it happen-
I thought you went the complete other way.
I had it happen once, but 7 times is unheard
a
of.
girl. And what did she say? She's like,
She was just
I'm
like,
a lesbian.
I'm gay. And I was like,
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I would rather that though than someone break up with me and be like, I'm dumping you because I don't like who you are. It's
Right.
like, oh, you don't like anything, any of us.
Right.
That's a lot less of an ego shot. But, right? I mean, I think of it as it would save your ego, but I understand the other side of it where it's like your dick game is so trash. I'd rather just be into vagina. But I think of it as like I was like the straw that broke the camel's
Yeah, it would
back.
be
You
hard
were,
to be
you
that.
know.
Well, I mean, it's not. I've been it. It's not that hard. It's kind of funny. I was like, I joke about it on a podcast. I've also was like the next day in high school being like, "Yo, guess what? She's a lesbian."
Yeah, it's a good
Just
story.
like that was me who showed her the light. but it's like I don't know.
When you don't have pride or an ego to begin with,
True.
you can't really hurt it.
She
So
says
you
my
know,
dick
fine.
was like a thumb. So I guess thumbs up. Have a good day.
She said her new girlfriend's clit's bigger.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
God.
I went to theater college, so I hooked up with these 2 different guys like separate times.
Uh-huh.
And then there was one night where the 3 of us were all like drunk at a party, and I thought like the 3 of us were gonna go back together, and the 2 of them shut the door in my face.
No.
And I was like, wait, really?
What?
I'm out? It's you?
I'm the most important one
I'm like,
here.
I'm all the holes. What are you gonna do?
Put it.
What are you guys gonna do? Are you guys going home to choreograph
the
again?
You should sell a T-shirt that says Kerryn
I
Feehan,
know.
I'm the holes. I'm the holes.
What are you going to do? That was hard though.
What college did you go to?
Marymount Manhattan College.
Yeah, I
Theater
mean,
school.
that's
That
tough
was-
when you think you're about to get double teamed and you get 0 teamed.
I know.
There's nothing.
I remember just standing there like, oh man, this never happened to me before. Do I go find a girl? What do I do? I tried to
should've.
be a lesbian. I tried so hard to be a lesbian. And I used to make out with this girl. We would get wasted. I went back to her place once, and I was literally like centimeters away from fingering her. And I looked at her. I'm like, why are we doing this? Nobody's watching us.
We're not even getting paid. We're not even getting attention.
No one's watching us. Like,
I don't
it
wanna
made
do
sense
this.
out at the bar. It made sense at the frat party, or I imagine there wasn't a frat party at a theater college. But like, it made sense wherever the fuck we were.
Yeah.
In your room,
And
it's
again,
kind
the
of.
OnlyFans, that'd be
tried.
good business.
OnlyFans. I mean, it's so good. I have these people that tell me that there's like Russian oligarchs that are all up in OnlyFans that are really money laundering. There's a lot of conspiracy theories.
Ooh.
I can see that. It's like anytime there's a new way to make and move money, that there's
Yeah.
going to be some grimy people on it using
Right.
it for.
That would be funny if Russian oligarchs switched from like Monet paintings over to OnlyFans as a way to launder their money.
It makes sense though. If you're like a drug dealer and it's like, I don't know, like subscribe to my OnlyFans and then you can get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean,
Imagine that the feds are like looking at this like this OnlyFans sucks and it's making so much
much
money.
money.
You know,
So much
this chick
money.
doesn't even fucking show her asshole. It's just tits, and she's charging $1,000 a month. What's going on here?
I know.
Yeah, I like this business idea. We
And this
thought-
Russian dude fucking loves it.
Loves it.
He could not get enough of this chick's side boob.
Are you a?
You can go watch that slideshow on Bleacher Report, but it's only fucking just a bunch of side titties.
Side boob montage.
I mean, that was what Bleacher Report was back in the day. It's like, here's the 40 hottest wag side
Grow
boobs.
up. Were you a OnlyFans user, not just a like creator?
No,
Yeah.
no. I used to just post pictures of my ass on Instagram, and people would comment, "You should start an OnlyFans." I'm like, "You should tell me what that is." I had no idea. And then I like started it and like just like posted a few pictures, and the next thing, like every time I would do radio or anything, I would get a bunch of subs.
Yeah.
But then the messages start like,
that's
"When
so-
are you actually gonna do shit?" And I was like, "You guys don't want to watch me play this recorder? David Tell does it. Why can't I?" Can't I just crochet?
Yeah, no wonder that she was on breakfast every week. You guys got any availability? I'll come in again. Let me get on the spot.
Let me get some subs.
Calling them subs it's subscribers. It makes perfect sense, but it also makes you sound like a dominatrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, guys like that are my favorite type of guys. I love like guys that'll like do like editing for you for nothing. You know.
You got like an army of simps.
Yeah.
I could see you having that.
Yeah, and they're not talented or smart, and I love them.
And they're listening, and they're like, that's me.
They're
right.
coming to that.
Yeah.
They're like, the more you shit on them, they're like, oh, tell me you own me. I'm like, I own you, and I will never come to Dakota. Either one of them.
Yeah, whichever one. The up or the down. The down Dakota, nope, not happening.
Not coming. Not coming. Make me a TikTok video. Goodbye. I can't figure it out. Take my fucking clips and put them on TikTok because I'm not doing it. I'm gonna make another stupid cooking video.
Yeah, you're always cooking and dancing. I see that.
Cooking, dancing.
Yeah.
I play by no rules.
Fast and loose on the internet.
What do I feel like doing today? I'm not putting on underpants and doing my dances.
I couldn't tell. I don't want to be rude here, but I couldn't tell watching
32A.
the dancing videos. It's like, are these
supposed to be
real?
good?
Yeah. Like, is this a joke or is this real?
See, that's what's great about being a comedian. She's being funny. That's not epilepsy. She's just joking around with her shoulders again. Those videos are so hard. I mean, his name is Mike Peel, and I do a different one. I try to every week, and I really feel like his goal is to make white people feel like they can dance, you know? And I just try really hard.
It's a lofty goal.
It's so hard.
It's like peace in the Middle East and making white people think they can dance.
And it's like none of the dances start with this. None of them. My arms just do that. I
automatically find myself snapping.
And I'm like, why am I? This isn't what he doesn't. I don't look like this at all. Like, it's so hard.
But you kind of can move.
I do all right.
Like for an average, maybe not like a choreographed dance, but if you're at like a wedding and you were dancing, they'd be like, okay, that girl can dance.
I do
you
okay.
know?
Yes. These are also, I'm learning these like a half an hour before I post them, mind you. Like, I've learned them like that day. So, I mean, some of these chicks, I see these reels and I'm like, wow, they've been practicing for a while. Yeah. Not me. No. I try to put it out there like, look, even if you're kind of dumb.
The attainable girl.
Exactly.
You know?
Let's lower the bar together.
That's how I do it too. I don't do a lot of studying because then, like, I don't know. I need an excuse for knowing I don't do good.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I didn't even try.
Yeah.
So, like, no wonder I fucking
If you
sucked.
don't try your hardest, you can't really fail.
Yeah, the people who are fucking like studying and trying, and they're fucking cowards because they're not leaving themselves a safety net. They're like I need to fucking really work hard at this, so I really do it. Shut up, you fucking pussy. Just try and see what happens.
Wing it, you pussy. See what happens.
Yeah, I think it's like
studied for that test, you little bitch.
Yeah, you got an 80, 85, and you studied all week. I got a 65 and didn't try at all.
Right.
Which one's better?
Fucking yeah, I just knew this shit. I didn't go to class either. This is just like I just showed up and took this test.
I mean, when you just regurgitate knowledge like that, though, a lot of times it does leave your brain.
Yeah, it's not even smart. It's not even intelligence. Yeah, man. Come on.
I need some real life experience.
Those people who study are cowards. That's fucking funny. So you are doing the comedy thing.
Yeah.
And
it's been fun. It's been wild. It's been weird.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it?
Comedy, like 8
Whole life?
years.
Yeah,
Like a long time. Yeah.
How old are you now? I'm not supposed to ask that, but whatever.
No,
fuck
I'm
it.
37.
So, but you some people start when they're like fucking 12 years old. I was on stage and I was like,
I mean, I don't really consider when I was blacking out and doing open mics doing comedy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And neither did the audience.
Nobody did. I used to get my hair pulled all the time.
What?
I would get loaded at like happy hour open mics.
Uh-huh.
One time the host just like pulled me by the ponytail like out of the establishment because like comics would go up and I'd be like, "You stink."
See, that's funny. I'm picturing like the literal Bugs Bunny like umbrella, like the cane.
Yep. I used to get in a
Yikes.
lot of trouble. Yeah, I burned a lot of bridges before
I was
they
gonna
were
say,
built.
so now that you're like doing it for real, are there people who are like, I remember you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I feel like if there's any world where like people would get it,
Well,
like,
yeah, that's
like
a
yeah,
little
I was a
understanding.
fucking drunk.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not anymore.
That's why I'm
It-
funny
it would
now.
be like comedy.
So.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of us, luckily, that, have ups
Stand
and
together.
downs.
I feel like everyone we've had in during quarantine is sober.
We've had a lot of them.
Really?
A lot of
Well,
comics.
no, not the Are You Garbage guys, but like
but there's a lot
Rosebud.
of them are and they're openly like, yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm-
Rosebud's been sober forever.
Yeah.
Like, real deal sober, too. Like, she doesn't smoke weed or anything.
Well,
Oh, really?
She said she's about to relapse with the youths outside her building.
Is she really?
Yeah. Her and Andy.
I'm like,
she's
she'll take
we're
a
both-
jewel to the face, but I don't think she smokes weed. She has a jewel hanging on her lip.
I
all the time.
can't imagine. I need, you need something in your life.
Yeah,
God damn.
take the edge off.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, no, I'm aware.
You got huge edge. I'm all edge. There's no edge. It's the whole thing is just one gigantic edge.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I try not to smoke cigarettes either, but like I host a lot. So when you're there for the majority, like the whole
Long
show,
time,
it's
yeah.
like you need like a break, whatever it is, go outside. And like, so I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I got my little one hitter everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little toke.
Once I leave here, because this is the only place I need to be, I don't know, this is my place of work.
Right.
Once I leave here, it's just vice,
Really?
bed, wake up, work.
Work,
vice,
and
vice,
by the way,
vice,
work.
vice.
This work is just a giant vice too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all vice.
Like I go home and I cook dinner, and then I have a glass of wine with that, and then I probably have another 2 glasses of wine, and then
Speaking of reels, make a reel.
and
out of
then
that.
Vice.
and then I start eating ice cream, and then I just go frozen Sour Patch Kids. Then
These are all vices too.
then I smoke some. No,
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all
This
right.
is the vice,
I was like,
vice.
if you don't think the vices are coming yet,
all
okay,
the sugar, all that. Then I smoke some weed. Then I have a glass of whiskey. Then I go to bed. Wake up. Bam. Here we go.
Wow.
Vice.
Vice.
I love it.
I just feel like your shits must be violent.
No, they're not existent.
He doesn't shit.
It's
You
the
don't
exact
shit?
opposite. Never.
I think
Coming out of your port.
I think I shit last on
his whole-
Tuesday.
He's just
Oh my God!
It's just
like
like
my
once
mom.
a week. Yeah.
We're going on vacation. I am not gonna shit for 4 days. That's, you know, shit.
Yeah.
doesn't
Shitting's
shit.
the best.
Yeah, I mean,
he's like, I think you're filled with shit. I think it's like he stores it. Like,
Learning's for cowards. I'm never gonna poop.
yeah, because who told you had to shit? A fucking teacher, a scientist?
yeah.
Fuck off. You don't know anything. I'll figure this out myself.
dude,
I'm going to jump off this cliff. Sans parachute, motherfucker.
I told my mom this, by the way. She's like, oh, you wouldn't get along with your father three times a day, like minimum. I mean, my dad shits like 15 times as much as you do. Like for every one of your shits, he'll shit 15 times. That's insane.
Are your not regular shits regular? Meaning, do you have like a Wednesday dump?
No. This is just play it by ear, baby.
Wow.
Just by the seat of my pants.
And he's like,
We'll
can
see
you
when
guys
it
actually
comes
stop
out.
talking about it?
No, I'm fine talking about it.
Yeah, no, he's despicable. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He has no pride. He's our dumpster baby. It's fine.
I love pooping.
Yeah, that's your jam.
I mean, it's one of them. It's so great.
It is fun. I'd like to do it more.
I don't.
Like-
I would rather be like you.
Why?
Really?
I mean, why? What's to like?
I just
whole
get
fucking
skinnier right
production.
away.
I have to burn the calories, just push them out.
We did a segment yesterday. This chick got caught by her boyfriend.
Oh my God.
She takes usually her socks, but I guess she ran out and was using his, and puts it on like a sock mitten
Okay.
and uses that to wipe her
That's
ass.
hilarious.
And then like puts it in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
And I guess sometimes does the laundry, just cleans them.
Sometimes
and-
there's a show.
And she had thrown them out, and because it was his socks, he kind of was like,
yeah.
So he basically like opened the drawer, didn't have socks, and he was like, "Where are my socks?" And she was like, "I wasn't using them to shit. I don't know what you're talking about," and ran out of the house. Like that was how much she gave it up. And he was like, "Whoa, what do you mean?" And like now their whole relationship.
Isn't that weird?
Yes, it was exactly
Wow.
like that.
I mean, I get why you want to like, be able to put something over your finger and like
well,
get
so
in there.
her.
Oh,
her
you go
thing-
in? I saw you doing this thing too. You go in like a scoop move? You were
Well,
like,
I think it was more that I had like if I was doing
get a
a if
coin
I was
slapper?
doing a if I was doing a sock. A poop sock? I would probably like scoop in there.
you
well,
fucking
but-
end up with a doggy bag?
Yeah, pop it inside out and just da-da-da. Well, this girl's point was like wiping with with toilet paper is like, kind of precarious. Like you might get your fingers on it. I was kind of like, Never happens to me. I know how to do this.
Right.
But I guess it's safer to have a sock a mitten.
I mean, wouldn't
But-
he notice like her going to the bathroom? She's like, "Are you in my sock drawer again?"
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think? No. I think it's so funny. She's like, I can't wait for like the Broadway musical "Shit Socks on Ice" or whatever. Like, she's got it's a shit sock parade.
Why are they British?
Why not? Put your knickers in your shit socks on. Let's go. I love this girl. I think she's so funny.
It was Kerryn.
You
It
go
was
on,
Kerryn on Reddit.
You are one on the feet. That is disgusting.
Don't soil them on my feet.
They must fucking stink down there, eh?
Oh, for Christ's sake, my shite socks in the wash again. I guess I'll have to use my thumb. I love that girl. I think she's so good.
The dress stocks have more of an attitude about it. Where the fuck you think I'm going?
But everybody likes that though, like a warm cloth in there once in a while. Like,
I don't like. Wait, cloths or I
Like
think
a
you,
face cloth.
I think you're going wet naps. No, not
Or-
for me. Don't
or-
care for it.
no.
Nah.
Yeah, but we should. Again, we talked about this the other day too. Like we probably should use something that's wet and cleans better than just dry ass
Yeah.
paper towel.
I mean, I love a
paper.
tiny, tiny little itch down there. Like, you know when the inside of your ear is like a little itchy and you get it with the Q-tip?
Yeah, when you get it,
Same
it is
feeling.
good.
Yeah, and you get it. If you can't get it, it's a hemorrhoid. Right?
I don't have much experience in the hemorrhoid game.
I don't either. I don't think.
actually-
I think one time I did.
Really?
I feel like that's something you either know or you
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. How you think it?
Oh, I don't know. Well, can Google it for me. One of my simps. Can you tell me if I've? Can you guys tell me if I have hemorrhoids?
There's some simp who's like, boy, today's request is a lot. I like it better when I'm making her TikTok videos of her dancing naked. But I will Google the hemorrhoids. I'll let you know.
Simp headquarters. We're on hemorrhoid duty today, guys. Figure it out.
Did you have like a legion of simps who were very sad when you stopped your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still sad.
I bet. I fucking bet.
What about today? You want to come back?
Maybe they wake up every morning. Today's the day.
You haven't posted a picture of your boyfriend. Do you hate him?
Dude, well, like when you were like, you said you were getting like pretty dirty in the DMs.
Yeah.
Like, do you have an extensive like dirty talk game?
Just cut and paste.
Like,
cut and paste, cut and
I
paste.
got like 3 phrases. And like they just keep getting overused.
Which are they?
Yeah.
Like there's
I
like
want to see your asshole gape.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's
That
like
would be in my rotation too.
I would. I don't have a lot. Like I'd be like, you're just using the same thing on everybody.
No, I mean when I say messages, I mean like videos and like pictures. Like you're
Oh.
not. Posting.
But even that,
Oh,
are
I
you
see,
are
I
you
see.
are
Do I-
you using like
No, I
you
would
film
make-
one and you send it to everybody? Or are you making
Yeah.
like yeah?
Yeah.
What is it? Is that a pyramid scheme? I don't know what it is.
No, I
What's
don't
that
think
business
so.
model called?
It's called being a porn star. It's called
I've never been called a star
prostitution.
before. Pornography? I'm retired though.
I want to talk to this guy of yours and be like, why don't you let her? You can still love her.
What if you
Fucking
go no
you and your
face?
standards?
Here, can I tell
Come
you?
on.
This is crazy though. But
yeah, no fake. But I guess the whole point is that people want like
yeah. I mean, we could talk about maybe the no face. I don't think he'd be up for it. But the thing is, like,
you. How
I
about
don't.
if he was incorporated?
Oh, I tried so many times. I'm like, babe,
Come on.
who are you doing the sit-ups for? Just me?
Yeah.
Come
Do
on.
it. Again, nobody's even watching.
You keep it down low. But I like wonder if I would be attracted to a guy who was like totally fine with it.
Yeah,
you
you
know
like
what I mean?
you like a little bit that he's like you're all mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I get
There's
that.
something about like
sure.
a guy who's like, hey, everybody check out my girl's pussy. And it's like,
Wait a second.
babe,
Yeah.
what are you getting out of this?
That is very true.
If you're
That is-
skimming off the top, I'm gonna need to know. We gotta pay taxes on this shit.
No, that does make sense, but it's also like, oh, that's so sweet. Now let's make $50K a month,
Right?
You know, like
That's the other thing,
really
like,
so cute, but okay, that's
let's
enough.
Just fucking get rich.
Yeah. Well, honestly, what you should do, okay, let me tell you why. I probably would be the type to get jealous about it and be like, I want you not to do that. But I also wouldn't want to ever be on the hook. like, if I were you, I'd be like, every time there's a fight or some shit, I'd be like, do you know how much I fucking give up for this? I give up so much goddamn money for you, so why don't you fucking do the dishes? You know what I mean? That's the ultimate trump card in all of the relationship fights.
That is a tough one.
So I would not want to have that on my ledger at the end of the day.
But unfortunately, there's like a stigma and a shame around it. So like, I feel like the bad guy most of the time.
You're right. I mean, that's where we, as a society, need to get better. As a society, we need
shit
to.
talk. It sucks. No, but it sucks. It does suck. I think honestly, this pandemic has like changed a lot of those perceptions, though.
Well, because motherfuckers were like, I need money,
Right.
so
I need money,
no more stigma
so-
when I need food.
And I mean, it's women too. I mean, there's something about the vagina that everybody's real uptight about, and it's like, I mean, I could see it. I mean, I get like unsolicited dick pics like constantly.
Crazy.
They're putting them in jail in that.
I heard
in
that
the UK,
in
right?
Finland.
Finland,
I think some like country nobody cares about.
Jail.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You go to jail for being a flasher, right?
It's just digital flashing.
I guess, but like, how many times has like your friend grabbed your phone and been like fired off a couple like weird pictures?
Zero times.
You
for
guys,
me.
Zero
That's
times.
never happened.
No.
You got some weird friends.
Like of my dick,
Shit,
like
shit,
grab,
Quick comedy.
like grab my phone and fire it off my like
let's
no one
workshop this before you get on stage.
Nah.
So you know when you're taking pictures of your friends' dicks and sending them off, right, guys? Anybody at all?
Like, come on, she'll like it. She'll like it. Send it. I feel like accidents happen though. You can't throw people in jail. I mean, that's wild.
I don't think I've ever sent an accidental one.
No.
I
Not
don't,
even when
I
you were
don't
like,
think
vice,
so.
vice, vice,
But-
vice, vice.
I love that.
Maybe after like my third handful of Sour Patch Kids, they start fucking flying.
I just think it's wild. Yeah, but I think like what was there like a 75% uptick in like OnlyFans?
Yeah,
like,
something bananas.
It was huge.
Yeah.
It was like a
Really? I
lot.
didn't know
A lot.
that.
Well,
of
because I
people.
also think it's like, I do think there were some like desperate situations.
Mhm.
And then you're like, all right, I got to do this to like pay the rent.
Yeah.
And then you see the results and you're like, oh, I'm paying the rent at my new house that I'm going to buy. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then it's like a whole new world.
Right.
Like if it's one thing to be like, to tell me, you can make a lot of money doing this. It's another thing to test it out and see it. And it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I made more money in a week than I did in a year.
That I've
you
ever
know?
made in my whole life.
Right.
It's wild.
That's
weird.
tough to stop or to not do.
Is it? Did you
commend
find
you.
it like very empowering?
I mean, money's fun, like I just want to have fun every day, right?
Mhm.
So like I kind of like disassociated from it. I was like, oh, this is this thing that's like making my bank account grow,
Mhm.
but like let's just like go rent a house and go do this and go have fun. Like
Yeah.
it was fun to have money and not worry about because like I was working at Paramount 10 to 6 every day and then had a show every single night. Like it was like a
Grind,
fucking
yeah.
grind. Yeah, the
Yeah.
hard schedule and like making okay money, but like then I was like, wait a minute, I can just take a nap naked.
Dude, I mean, I don't even know can I talk about that video Rowan made? I guess not. I don't know. There's a girl who.
Let's talk about it and I'll run it by people.
Okay. There's a girl like that I recently saw. She said it was a 15-minute work week. She worked 15 minutes total. It was like, I don't know, a couple minutes a day. I would masturbate. It doesn't take long to do that.
Yeah.
And she was making like 50 grand a month. So
I'm sure.
it's like you basically just have free money.
Yep.
Because you don't even have to work for it. So,
Yep.
but you know what?
And you don't even have to
You
use your
can't
real
put a price
name,
on
right?
love.
Like
Can't put a price on love, girl.
with
Yeah.
Even though you definitely can. All right, let's go answer the internet. You down?
Okay,
Let's go
yeah.
next door.